You're good. Testing, 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 testing. Ah, testing. Cool.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the...
Hey, it's Kobe Van Noort from Varsity Sports. I'm here with the head coach of the Spartans. Coach, how you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing excellent. Weather cannot be any better.
Good to hear. My first question for you is, you guys are coming off of a huge win, 15-14, getting that second win of the year. How do you plan on keeping that momentum heading into this week?
You know what? Just keep on playing our ball. I mean, really, we're trying to get our offense going. Our defense has been strong all year, so really all we've been working on is getting our offense chemistry. So we're looking to have a big game today.
Awesome. And then my last question actually, the Mustangs over there had played a good game last week, scoring 54 points. How do you plan to slow down that offense this week?
Oh, man, I tell you what, that's what we've been working on this whole week. They always have a great game plan. They get the ball out pretty quickly. Got some athletes over there. Biggest thing is just make sure we plug all their gaps and cover their guys and wish for the best.
Awesome, Coach. Well, thanks. That's all I have for you, and good luck tonight.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Lucas Metzner here with the Varsity Sports Show. I'm here with Coach Mark Mejia. Coach, your team scored 54 points last week. How are you feeling about the offense coming into tonight?
Well, it was a good start. You know, big emphasis for us last week was getting off to a fast start, stop playing behind the sticks, and we did that early and often. Had a couple mess ups in the red zone, bad snaps that put us behind the sticks, but we were able to overcome it. Tonight we can't have those. You know, we got to minimize that. Going against a very explosive team. I know they haven't shown that, but we're looking to do the same tonight and score some points and try to see how they respond.
Coach, what is the game plan defensively to shut the Spartans' offense down tonight?
Eliminate big plays, shut the run down, and get to the quarterback in its simplest form. We got to control the line of scrimmage, get hits on the quarterback early, and then be able to stop the run and make them one-dimensional.
Coach, you and Camelback come in with the same record tonight, same conference. So this win would mean you guys get the leg up in the standings. How important is this win for you guys tonight?
That's all we've talked about. You know, after Freedom games were over and we were starting region play last week, that was our whole mindset, is go 1-0 and region play, go 1-0 each week, and set ourselves up for opportunity to win region, which is one of our big goals before the season. And so we accomplished the first step. Now this is the next step in building momentum moving forward.
Absolutely. Coach, good luck tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we welcome you inside the broadcast booth from North High School. I'm Lucas Metzner alongside my color analyst, Kobe Van Nort, and we have an exciting 5A Metro matchup once ahead. It is the Camelback Spartans visiting here on the road to take on the North High School Mustangs. Kobe, not a whole lot known between these two teams, except they got the same record. Who do you think has a better chance of coming out on top tonight?
Well, I think it's going to be a really good matchup. I've liked the offense that I've seen on both sides. Watching highlights, the Camelback Spartans, though, to me, kind of seem like the team to watch coming into this matchup.
The kickoff is away. Quite returnable. Fielded around the 15. Cutting to his left, but brought down quickly. On the return that time was Keemon Knight, and making the tackle was Marco Mintz.
Now we'll get a first chance to check out this Spartans offense led by Rocco Mortensen.
Coach Mark Mejia of the defense at North High School has mentioned him and that the team needs to key in on him and eliminate the big plays. Mortensen drops back to throw right away, wants to fire deep, and just out of the reach of his target, Keemon Knight makes it 2nd and 10.
Yeah, just a little bit of an overthrow there. Thought he had him for a second, but yeah, just a couple of steps. Seemed like Keemon had his man beat, but just a little bit of an overthrow there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down.
Good route streaking down the sideline. We see the arm talent of Rocco Mortensen already. He is able to air it out, and that is why Coach Mejia wanted to prevent the big plays. Camelback was ready to try and open it up early, taking that shot on 1st down. So 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mortensen lines up with the pistol. 2 wide receivers to either side. And just hands it off right up the middle. Gain of about 5 yards that time. As the ball carrier was Murray Crump.
Gain of 5 brings up 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, good job by the offensive line there, kind of drawing him a hole. Got about halfway there. Kind of what you want in a run, just to give yourself a 3rd and short opportunity, and that's exactly what he was able to do for him.
So makes it 3rd and manageable with this 3rd and 5 coming up here. Same formation for the Spartans. Making checks at the line. All of the offensive line making sure they got it. Mortensen drops back to throw. Throws to his right away. Caught by his target, Kieran Arrington. But it's going to be short of the 1st down marker by a few yards.
Arrington. About 1 on the play.
Yeah, good play by Marco Mintz right there. Also a running back on the squad, able to kind of completely read that play, saw where the ball was going, and get there right before any trouble could happen.
Marco Mintz, the 2nd leading rusher on this North Mustang squad. And a bold call already by head coach Brandon McNutt, trusting his offense to go for it. Pistol formation once again. Mortensen hands it off up the middle. It's going to be close. Reaching for the 30-yard line. Depends on the judgment of the side officials. And he will rule it is time to move the chains. Very close job right there. But the Spartans pick it up.
Very aggressive play call from McNutt early, just sending to run the ball on 4th down. I mean, not even give your quarterback a chance, but it ends up working to fruition, and now we have a 1st down for the Spartans.
Spartans still in the pistol, trips to the top of your screen. Mortensen scrambles out of the pocket and running hard to his left side, but a good tackle made. It's Marco Mintz once again.
Yeah, I got to give credit to that North secondary on that play. They gave Rocco just no options there, and he had to kind of escape the pocket, but a good QB run right there to give him a 2nd down and manageable.
Was very smart to just tuck it and run. Sign of a quarterback with a good head on his shoulders, knowing when the play isn't there anymore through the air and using the athletic talent you have to pick up what you can. Spartans in a more condensed formation this time, sending a man in orbit motion. It's a toss to him, looking for room on the right side, and he's not going to get it. Keemon Knight was tackled in the backfield that time.
Yeah, I just couldn't really find anything. Couldn't get anything going on that play there.
Also 9 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and 11.
And now brings up a tough 3rd and 11 for this offense.
Just a big loss of yardage on that play. A.T. Desimayas making the tackle from his free safety position. Camelback most likely to throw in this situation. We'll see what head coach Brandon McNutt draws up. Tight formation to the bottom of the screen on Mortenson's right side. 2 wide receivers spread out to the left. Faking the handoff and rolling out the opposite side. Fires a dart and incomplete, in and out of the hands of I.M. Mizan.
I mean, a really good pass right there. I think when you're drawing up a 3rd and 11 play, that's the exact play you draw up right there. Right in his hands, just unfortunate that it had to bounce out of there.
It's a good route for sure. Good ball placement, but a tough catch to make in motion towards the sideline. And that forces the first punt of the day from the Camelback Spartans. Punt is barely away, almost blocked. And it takes a North High School bounce. That punt might have been partially tipped by Thomas Chisley, as that punt didn't go very far at all.
No time at all. It seems like the second he got that ball in his hands, he had guys running at him. Good job from him to just be able to get the ball away. But sets up North with very good field position.
Very hard to tell from our vantage point in the press box if that one was precisely tipped or not. But if it was, that was certainly the doing of Thomas Chisley. So a good special teams play for the North Mustangs, and they have great field position. 1st and 10 for them already at the Camelback 39-yard line. Tommy Cruz under center. Fakes the handoff to his running back. It's a reverse pass, and it's caught inside the 10 for a touchdown. North goes into the bag of tricks early. Amari Joyce makes the touchdown reception, and Angel Herrera throws the touchdown pass. The trickery from North High School early.
I mean, you just don't see that in the first play. It was very exciting for an offense like that to come out strong like that. It was a very good play.
You can see the determined game plan from Mark Mejia right there. The North head coach knew exactly what play he wanted to run immediately, and the extra point through the uprights good. The Mustangs are holding a 7-0 early lead.
One play, one touchdown.
Can't do much better as an offense right there. Really good misdirection. You're not expecting that kind of pass from a formation being run under center.
Yeah, those special plays, you kind of assume those are a lot more effective earlier in the game when you're able to really throw the defense off of what they think you're going to go with. But throwing it out here early to get an early score, I'm curious how that's going to play out. Will we see more trick plays from this offense coming up?
It's definitely possible. Always a question in my mind when I see the trick plays, how long has the coach been waiting to use that? Because, honestly, you don't see them very often. And once they're used, they're now out on film for your opponents to scout, and now your opponent potentially knows one of the trick plays. So, good call by Mark Mejia. Wondering if that's the first time he used this one all year. And we'll see if he ever comes back to it again now that it's on film for other teams. This kick high into the corner, fielded at the 15, bobbled, but picked up. Running up the sideline was Keemon Knight, and he stopped near the 25-yard line.
A little scary there on the drop, but luckily no one around him. He had time to pick that ball back up and make something out of it.
Could have been a scary situation for Camelback, just going down 7-0 after the offense just managed to pick up one first down. A special teams turnover would have made it a really, really tough hole for the Spartans. Offense jogs out onto the field and looking to come up with an early answer after North High School goes into the bag of tricks to punch him in the mouth. I formation this time for Camelback. Mortensen just hands it off right away, and his running back right there going to do it himself for about 4 yards.
They've stuck with the one running game a lot here early. Haven't been able to find a ton of holes, but I mean, progressive for sure. We've seen a couple of 4 and 5 yard rushes.
Ferris Jenkins was on the carry that play. Good stretch design. Get some outside yardage and keep the defense honest. Camelback's going to return to it. Some power football in the I formation. The snap was given quickly to the fullback. Plunges forward for maybe 3.
Yeah, they're just playing aggressive football right now, just trying to poke them up the middle. Haven't really seen anything other than them going up the middle, so excited to see. Maybe we'll get a little bit of a change of pace here. Maybe we'll see him throw the ball.
Interesting call to make here on 3rd and short. We know Coach McNutt isn't afraid to go for it if the situation's right. I formation once again, and a handoff to Ferris Jenkins. Jenkins cuts inside, but he is only able to get a yard, and a flag comes flying straight up in the air from the referee. We'll get to hear from our head referee for the first time tonight once the officials sort this call out. It's going to be a mental mistake either way. Those kind of flags, you know it's an unsportsmanlike or something was said. It's going to cost one team 15 yards, and it's going to be devastating here early in the game.
The result of a play is a first down. However, after it, we have
having a couple technical difficulties with the referee, Mike. So he ruled the play resulted in a first down. It turns out Ferris Jenkins was able to reach enough yardage to move the sticks. But a costly penalty from someone on the offense, probably jawing off a little bit too much. So they're going to reset the sticks here. 1st and 10 with a loss of yardage. Interesting result there.
Very interesting indeed. They get the first down yardage they need, but yeah, like you said, just someone might have been gnawing off a little bit too much there, and very unfortunate for this offense, just trying to get down the field, trying to get on the other side.
Shooting themselves in the foot just a little bit early. It's a pistol formation once again. Tripped wide receivers to Mortensen's right. He snaps. It's a quick toss. Looking to throw. He does. And it's incomplete. Camelback trying to answer with the trick play. That was Angel Naria trying to throw that pass.
Very interesting play call right there. It almost seemed like it wasn't planned for him to throw the ball, but he does get it off. But unfortunately, just kind of finds the wrong guy. If you look on the other side of him, Aiken Logan was wide open down the field. Not sure if he just didn't see him right there or just was more focused on getting the ball out. But honestly, that play could have been trouble too if gone to the right guy.
Could have been trouble. Was decently defended by North High School. They weren't completely fooled as their offense had completely fooled Camelback. But still good defense. There were defenders in the area for coverage. Good attempt by Coach McNutt fire his guys up for a chunk play, but 2nd down and 10, it's a simple handoff this time. Getting some room to the left side, and a burst of speed into his own sideline will pick up another 1st down.
Very powerful run right there. It's kind of what they need right now. The passing game hasn't necessarily been there. The run game has, and without that penalty, you know, they'd be a little bit further down the field. But I think focusing on this run game is going to be what helps them win this ball game.
They have a talented quarterback, and if they can get that run game working, really opens up your play action to try and keep the defense on their heels. 1st and 10 from the 33. Mortensen remains in the pistol, drops back to throw, evading pressure to his left, and just scrambles, diving towards the sideline, and flags coming flying. Looks like they hit the quarterback late there. Waiting for the officials to sort out this call.
Personal foul, defense, late hit out of bounds. Number 6, 15-yard penalty. The result is a 1st down.
So we're able to hear from our head referee, Marco Mintz, committing the mistake. So that's a nice break for Camelback right there.
Yeah, definitely what they needed right now, having the penalty earlier, knocking back 15. Now let's see what they can do, pressuring, trying to get on north side of the field.
Mortensen takes the snap, hands it off right away, sprinting to the outside, but unable to get more than 2 yards. Another great tackle made by A.T. Decimias.
Yeah, he was right on there, trying to get a little bit of space and just could not find an open hole. Lucky to get 2 right there.
Murray Crump, the ball carrier, had a nice burst of speed, but A.T. Decimias, just a better pursuit right there, not allowing the running back to get more than 2 yards. So 2nd and 9 from the 49. Camelback taking a liking to the pistol this drive. Mortensen snaps, fakes the handoff. He's got pressure right away, and he is sacked for a loss. Combination right there, led by Isaac Rivera to get in the backfield.
Yeah, really good play by that defense there. I mean, just kind of ran right through the offensive line, and Mortensen had no choice but to just kind of watch them.
They were not fooled by the play action whatsoever. A strong defensive line presence. Rivera getting off of his edge spot and getting right to the quarterback. So lost that play. It is 3rd and 15 to go. Mortensen hoping to find an open target this coming play. Spartans remain in the pistol, splitting the wide receivers across the field 2 by 2. Mortensen snaps and drops back right away. Has time, fires long to the left, and a circus catch hauled in by Keemon Knight. The concentration to make that play happen.
All around, what an amazing play right there, just off of the helmet. Able to rein it in, and a huge 1st down. And I mean, what a momentum shift right there.
There's one of the big plays Coach Mark Mejia of the Mustangs was looking to prevent, and Coach McNutt of the Spartans desperately looking for that spark in his offense. The concentration by Keemon Knight, what a play. Seemed to be some early movement there, but refs let the play on. Throw into the end zone. It's intercepted. Number 5, Rorion Jordan. Referee is signaling touchback. So that play will stand as an interception. I truly believe that Rocco Mortensen thought he had a free play right there.
Yeah, you see a little bit of confusion there on the sidelines from him. That seemed exactly what it was. Just kind of jogged out of the pocket and made that toss.
Your favorite coach, player, or team, a nice shout out.
Most people in the stadium were convinced that there was some sort of early movement either between the defense or the offense, false start or encroachment. No flag was thrown. The play was not stopped. Mortensen must have assumed he had a free play because it does not stop on a defensive play. Meanwhile, North High School gets back to work after their one-play touchdown here. 80 yards to go. And the whistle is blown. Flags are flying before the play can develop.
Looks like a false start here.
False start. Offense, number 10. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
You're dead on. That'll move him back 5 yards. Starts him out 1st and 15.
Yeah, just a little bit of an excitement down there. The receiver closest to the ref who made that call, just a little excited before that play got started.
So 1st and 15 coming up for the Mustangs. Junior Tommy Cruz is 2nd in the 5A Metro region in passing yards. And he'll throw right here on a screen, but incomplete, cannot complete to his target, A.T. Desimaias.
Yeah, tried to go with a quick little screen pass there, and just seems like a lot of those times with those screen plays, when you see a drop, it just seems like the receiver or running back, whoever it is, their head's just moving a little bit too fast, and they're looking towards the field before they're looking at that ball come in. I think that was a little bit what the issue was there. And that'll bring up a 2nd and long.
Yeah, definitely a great analysis right there. Receivers tend to get ahead of themselves. They get so excited for the screen, they want to start running and making moves before they can make the catch. 2nd and 10, Tommy Cruz from the shotgun fires over the middle. This time it's caught, and it's good enough for first down yardage and more. Rorian Jordan fighting his way all the way to the 35-yard line.
A really good catch, but I got to give credit to the pass right there. Just completely through 2 Camelback defenders. Just a great pass and catch. The yards after the catch is what really helped them as well, and a first down.
And you can see why the junior Tommy Cruz is 2nd in the 5A Metro in passing yards. He's able to find that window no matter what. Looks like he's got a lot of accuracy behind that arm. North comes out in the shotgun, motions the H-back across, faking the handoff is Cruz, firing quickly. There was pressure right in his face, and he had no choice but to fire that one.
Yeah, credit to the Spartans defensive line on that. They were able to get to him pretty quickly, but he was able to kind of throw the ball and before anything got into trouble.
Cruz looking to the sideline, getting the signals, getting his play. 2nd and 10 from the 36. And Irvin Perez, two-way player, just got him back from injury, says Coach Mejia. Lined up at the tight end spot. Cruz looks to throw. Just launches one out of bounds. Pressure in his face once again. And that one could be intentional grounding. We're going to get to hear from the head referee real quick if that is the official call.
Holding. Offense, number 56. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. 2nd down.
So not intentional grounding. He had the receiver in the area, but amidst all that pressure, one of the offensive linemen holding sets him back 10.
That brings up 2nd down and 20.
Yeah, just a little too handsy there on that line. Those offensive linemen have a big job and just got caught early.
So Cruz lines up in the shotgun once again, spreading it out this time. Trips wide receivers to his left at the bottom of the screen.
Cruz looks to his right immediately. It's a screen play. Got to complete. His man is working toward the right sideline, and it looks like Marco Mintz made that play.
Yeah, good play call right there, but good job by that Camelback defense to kind of read it and get there quickly. Had 4 defenders there before he could really even do anything.
We've seen Marco Mintz heavily involved on both offense and defense. The second leading rusher on this North High School squad is Mintz, and Mintz already been making tackles tonight. 3rd and long situation, 3rd and about 16, same formation, trips to the left side of Cruz. Cruz makes an adjustment, fires quickly, got it complete, finds AT. AT gets taken down by a group of Spartan defenders, and it's 4th and medium.
Yeah, Camelback was blitzing on that play all the way, trying to get to him. Put up a throw quickly. Was about 2 guys over there, 2 Camelback defenders. So good job by them to get there and rile that down before that could have gotten out of hand.
That's good team tackling by Camelback right there to try and counter that blitz. Coach Mejia calls another quick screen. This time complete. But in team tackling is important. In football, we call that hats to the ball. This punt gets away and rolls inside the 30 and decides to rest perfectly at the 25-yard line.
Both of these punts have been very scary punts coming off the foot of these punters. I mean, defense has been getting there quickly.
Absolutely. The rush has put the pressure on these punters to get the boot off. And already wondering earlier in this game if Camelback had their punt blocked by Thomas Chisley.
Located on the north end of the home stands. Head on over and fill up your tummy with drinks, snacks, candy, and assorted goodies. Visitors can find the concession on the south side.
So here comes Camelback once again. They had the punt, and they were driving downfield with a big play. It got ended in the confusion interception in the end zone. Here comes Mortensen, just hands it off and plowing forward for all the yards he can get. That time was Murray Crump.
Yeah, those plays up the middle, give credit to that North defense, just closing that gap very, very soon. Couldn't find anywhere open.
And that is the end of the first quarter. The score, the North High School Mustangs 7, the Camelback High School Spartans nothing. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back after a few short messages.
In 2019,
What's
the
inside
JV
you?
Sports Show
Is it
podcast
strength?
began with the
Is it
idea of
speed?
spotlighting young
Is it
people in
knowledge
our
of the
community.
game?
In
Unlocking
time,
the
that
greatness
podcast
inside
evolved
you
into radio,
means digging
television,
deeper,
and live streaming.
running
And through
faster,
that
and
evolution,
going
new
further
ideas
than
have
you can on
enhanced
your own.
delivery, giving a stage
Banner
to
Sports
students
Medicine
both in
High
front of
Performance Center
and behind the
trains
microphone
athlete
in
in all of
Arizona
us.
and
With
beyond.
technology,
Thank you for
technique,
supporting the
and
Varsity
hands-on
Sports Show,
experience
now the
customized to
Varsity
you.
Media
See
Foundation,
what you're
a
capable of by
501c3
unlocking the
educational
greatness inside of
organization.
you.
Hi everyone, nice to meet you. I'm Ryan Sikora. I'm going to be one of the interns this fall at the Varsity Sports Show. So happy to be with you guys this year. I've loved sports for as long as I can remember, and I cannot wait to be with you guys on Thursday, Friday, and even some Saturdays all this year.
Welcome back to the broadcast booth here at North High School. Lucas Metzner on play-by-play along with my color analyst, Kobe Van Nort. It is a second down here for Camelback. Mortensen throws right away, and he's got his man, Keemon Knight.
Quick pass. Haven't seen a lot of that tonight so far from the Spartans. They've gone for either a run play or a big play. So seeing these short gains definitely keeps the defense on their toes.
Play being run in by Joshua Reyes, the wide receiver. 3rd and very short here. Pistol formation once again. 2 wide receivers to Mortensen's right, 1 H-back. And a handoff real quick. It's Crump. He reaches the ball forward, and he's got just enough for the first down.
Yeah, really good play right there. Went for the outside run and able to kind of poke it through.
All about that ball placement, almost like reaching for the pylon near the end zone. Always important to reach for the first down marker in those tight situations. Great awareness that time by Murray Crump. Under center this time, it's QB sneak. And apologies right there. The refs had ruled Crump short. So the Spartans get up and go quickly and pick up the quarterback sneak with Rocco Mortensen.
Yeah, really quick play call, kind of messed with a little bit of tempo there. But we've talked about it before. That QB sneak can be oh so effective, especially if you have a good offensive line behind you helping push you along.
In the professional world, we have seen it run flawlessly by the Philadelphia Eagles. It's created a lot of controversy in the NFL whether or not you can push the quarterback from behind. But for now, you can still do that, and the Spartans take advantage. Here on first down, fake handoff, and keeping it himself is Rocco Mortensen. Tries to stiff arm a man, but the tackle is made after a gain of 4.
Yeah, interesting call for the QB run there. He hasn't had any sneaks other than having to escape the pocket, and he's able to get out. Isn't the fastest guy in the world, so wasn't able to get a lot of yardage on that, but definitely puts him in a better position coming into the second down.
A little bit of a read option right there. We've seen it a lot this season from quarterbacks with some athleticism in it. Adds a whole new dimension to the offensive playbook. 2nd and medium here, high snap, and that snap was taken by Angel Naria. Interesting to see what happened with Mortensen right there.
Looks like Jenkins on the run.
Yeah, there wasn't much decision there. It was very, very quickly to just kind of throw him into the mix.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 5.
Question now is, where is Mortensen?
42-yard line.
We'll have to study the far sideline closely. Could be potentially getting evaluated for the injury, but nonetheless, the sophomore steps up. And in the pistol formation on 3rd down, he's looking, evades pressure to his right. He's got some speed, takes off, makes a man miss. What a juke move right there to get down to the 45-yard line.
It's funny, we were just talking about that, the athleticism of a quarterback, and you lose one, you put one who's got a little bit more legs on him, and that's what he can do. I mean, if you can't, having a quarterback who can escape the pressure when need be is oh so important.
Second shout out to number 30.
Yeah, really important 3rd down play there. We know Coach Brandon McNutt of the Camelback Spartans will go for it on a 4th and short if the situation is right, but so important right there for Angel Naria to not take the sack and pick up the first down and then some. 1st and 10 from the north 45-yard line. Looking is Naria. He's going to scramble and use his legs again and takes a nasty shot again from Marco Mintz, and the flag comes flying once again. So you see him all over the field. Marco Mintz plays a physical brand of football, but against that quarterback sometimes it's a little too much. Here comes the call.
Personal foul, illegal helmet contact, defense, number 6. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. The result is a first down.
So illegal contact with the helmet is the call. Must have accidentally contacted him too much, either with that face mask or the crown of the helmet. but really, really close call there. Marco Mintz avoids a targeting, which would have had him ejected.
Yeah, a very, very big hit right there. Glad to see that everyone's okay, but good call.
Mortensen is back into the game, and this time he scrambles to the sideline and maybe loses a yard. And there is a North player down on the field, so we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be back after a few short messages.
Hey guys, Vince here. I'd like to introduce you to my friend Eric Perry. He owns Eco Roofing Solutions. They're local and a big supporter of high school sports all over Arizona. Yes, they're statewide.
A little bit about me and Eco Roofing Solutions and what we're about. I'm a third generation roofer here in Arizona, and I've been doing this for 25 years.
Call Eric and his team at Eco Roofing Solutions, 480-695-7736, and they'll give you a fast, free, no-nonsense estimate. Tell them Vince sent you.
Hi, my name is Eric Perry, and I'm the proud owner of Eco Roofing Solutions. I've been in this industry for over 25 years, and I'm the current president of the Arizona Roofing Contractors Association. Our mission is to provide the absolute best customer experience, and we operate all over the entire state of Arizona. We will come out and provide a courtesy, no-obligation roof inspection to you, as well as an estimate within 24 hours. Our team is dedicated to providing the best quality product and workmanship, and we're here to serve you. You can call us at 480-695-7736 or check us out online at ecoroofaz.com. To learn more about us, you can find me on Instagram at YourBeardedRoofer or at Eco Roofing Solutions AZ. We are proud supporters of our community's youth and the next generation, and we would love for you to come and join the hashtag Eco family today.
Call Eric and his team at Eco Roofing Solutions, 480-695-7736, and they'll give you a fast, free, no-nonsense estimate. Tell them Vince sent you.
Welcome back to the action here at North High School. Glad to see that Andrew Leyva was able to make it off the field under his own power. But we resume play here with the Camelback Spartans on the move here inside enemy territory down at the North 31-yard line. They face a 2nd and 10. And after a brief absence, we see Rocco Mortensen back at the QB position in the most common formation for Camelback tonight, the split pistol. Looks to his right immediately. It's tipped up in the air, but just innocently hits the ground that time.
Yeah, he tried to go for a little bit of a quick pass there. Just completely read well by the defense and able to shut that down before anything got started.
Defensive line taught well by the North coaching staff right there. If you can't get to the quarterback and you see him throw, jump up, put the hands up, because you never know what might happen after a deflection. So with 3rd and 10, Rocco Mortensen and the offense in desperate need of another first down to keep this drive alive. Mortensen looking left immediately, scrambles to evade pressure to the right, drops back and finds his safety valve, Murray Crump, and Crump's got some room to run to the left, down the sideline, and he has got the first down yardage and more. Great awareness by Mortensen to dump it off to the check down Crump.
A really good play right there. I mean, the Mustangs didn't give him much time at all, but with the time that he did have, able to just find the right guy. It's not really how you draw it up, but it works, and that brings them up first down, getting inside the red zone.
And that's why keeping your running back in pass protection can be quite valuable. If he doesn't have anyone more to block, he can just slip out and be your little safety valve, and that time it keeps the drive alive, so a smart play. Mortensen rolling out to his right immediately, looking to throw, and just gets it off last minute, hucking it out of bounds, incomplete.
These Mustangs defensive line has not been treating Mortensen well today. They have just been all over him. It's been troublesome. I mean, if Mortensen was okay and there wasn't really an injury there, which I'm not quite sure of, was Angels Naria's purpose to get a little bit more speed behind there maybe? I'm not quite sure.
We aren't exactly certain if Mortensen was being evaluated for injury, but that is our assumption. He came out after taking a hit after running. Glad to see that he's okay and back onto the field as he is leading the offense down inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 16. Mortensen fires quickly to the left. Got it complete. Knight cuts inside. He cuts across. Touchdown. Keemon Knight.
I mean, what a route. It got the ball, had 2 defenders in front of him, and able to speed past them to find the only open hole across the field. Just an athletic run right there and a huge touchdown to bring this game to a point.
That's why Keemon Knight is so dangerous. The ability to get that yak, the yards after catch, just a quick hitch route, and his speed gets him across the field and into the end zone. Spartans looking to tie with this extra point. Kick is up, and it is good, and that will tie us at 7 apiece. We're going to take a short commercial break. We'll be right back after a few short messages.
What's inside
Hi, my name is Eric Perry, and I'm the proud owner of Eco
Is it
Roofing
speed?
Solutions. I've been in this industry for over 25 years.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Welcome back to the action here at North High School in beautiful northern Phoenix, Arizona. Inside the play-by-play booth, I am Lucas Metzner alongside my color analyst, Kobe Van Nort. Interesting kickoff formation for Camelback as they are lobbing it into the air. It's tipped and recovered by North High School. Almost one of the best onside kicks I've ever seen.
I mean, that could have been a play of the game right there. Just an interesting decision. You don't really see onsides like that, but with a catch right there, it could have completely changed this game around. Unfortunate, but honestly, it tipping off of his hands helps him out a little bit, pushes the Mustangs back.
That is an extremely talented kicker right there. The amount of air he was able to get under that football makes all the difference in the world. And his guy, Tali Mafu, had a great chance to make the recovery that play. This time, it's North coming back the other way, and running right side is Marco Mintz. Gain of about 7 yards. We'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Boy, he is everywhere.
Offense and defense, he's quite involved. He's always in to make the stop unless his teammate already has him to the ground. And on offense, the second leading rusher on this squad, and a very versatile back, good pass catcher. A real key piece to this North High School Mustang team. Cruz in the shotgun, drops back to throw. He looked to his left, throws right to Marco Mintz, makes one man miss, has some room on the sideline, and runs through another one to get down near the 40-yard line.
Just an aggressive runner on both sides of the ball. Very strong run right there. Has the speed, has the agility. A great all-around play.
Meanwhile, we have our first timeout of the game. It'll be taken by the Camelback Spartans, and we'll take a timeout as well, and we'll see you after the break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to North High School in the broadcast booth. I'm Lucas Metzner with my color analyst, Kobe Van Noort. The second first down play for North on this drive. It's a handoff to Marco Mintz. Runs right and gets 2 yards.
Yeah, they're feeding him the ball. He's gotten the last 3 plays now. Gotten him 25-plus yards. Curious to see what they're going to do here, though. I'd assume they'd try to mix it up, but you just never know. Sometimes it's always good to ride with the hot hand.
It's definitely a key part of this offense and someone that the Camelback Spartans have to watch play in and play out. North High School, shotgun formation, 2 tight ends in the set and 2 wide receivers to the top of the screen. Cruz drops back to throw right away over the middle, and he has his target, breaking 1 tackle and getting enough yards for another first down. That was the tight end, Urban Perez.
Yeah, really good pass and catch right there. Just exactly what you want at this part of the field. Now pressuring coming into that Camelback territory. And they've put together a pretty good drive so far.
They are driving in this tie game. North right now clearly winning the time of possession battle. They're doing a good job. They're keeping Camelback's offense off the field. They're keeping theirs on the field, and they're moving the football well. This time Cruz with 4 wide receivers looks left immediately, finds his target, running over the middle, breaking 2 and 3 tackles. Touchdown Mustangs. It's Rorian Jordan.
Great play right there. Great pass and catch. Just knew the route he needed to run. The yards after catch, it was all there. Great touchdown play.
There are 2 dangerous receivers between these squads. The Camelback Spartans have Keemon Knight, and the North Mustangs have Rorian Johnson. 2 elite dangers with the football in their hands. They're great with the yards after catch. Extra point nearly blocked, but split through the uprights, and the North Mustangs retake the lead. They're leading 14-7 right now.
Great offensive drive, led out there by Marco Mintz, really pushing. And now this game becomes a little bit more interesting. We saw 1 big play so far from them, and then they put together this good drive. So now you get to really see what this Mustang offense is about.
They've been relying on the run a lot today, but Kobe, who should Camelback target on this drive to try and answer before the end of the half?
I think if you're going to go with anyone, you got to go with the guy, Keemon Knight. He's just that guy. He's their leader on that offense, at least in the wide receiver core. I think you got to feed it to the guy who's been hot.
Absolutely. The two receivers that are most dangerous, the one for Camelback, as you say, Keemon Knight, as the Spartans have tried a lot of long passes tonight, but they've also seen success on their short passes when they get it to Keemon. Another high kick this time, but fielded and making men miss down to the 45-yard line. What a return from Siope Pulu.
An interesting call there as well. These kicks, I'm not sure if they don't have as much confidence in their kickers to boot the ball or if they're trying some more of a bootleg play. We've seen 2 of those now, and really just kind of puts the offense in a much better position.
As for Camelback's kick earlier, it was one of the more impressive attempts I've seen at an onside kick. I feel North might not be trying for the onside, but I think they're trying to avoid kicking it anywhere near Keemon Knight.
A dangerous runner indeed.
Here comes Camelback back in the pistol, trips to the bottom of the screen. Mortensen hands it off up the middle to Crump. Crump is bulldozing his way forward, and he'll gain 5 yards on that run.
Crump takes it for a gain of about 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, good rush right there. Hole cleared up for him to get enough yardage. They've been really loving this run game, and with time expiring, we made it to see a few passes from Mortensen. A lot of the passes that he's thrown today have been kind of aided by a lot of yards after the catch.
We've seen that he definitely possesses the arm talent from the first play of the game. He's got the strength. Takes the snap this time, hands it off again to Crump. Crump with a burst of speed somehow evades the hit stick of Marco Mintz, and finally taken down by the next defender, but not before a first down.
A powerful run right there. I question why they're running it, and then I don't, because if it works, it works, and able to kind of find another hole there, a strong run, and now puts them in a much better position coming into Mustang territory.
We have seen the ability from Marco Mintz on defense to deliver hard hits all night, and that time we see the running back Murray Crump bounce off of an extremely tough hit from Mintz. What a runner in Murray Crump. 1st and 10. Back to the trips on the left side. Mortensen fakes this handoff, evades the pressure right, and throws to no one. But he evaded the pocket pressure, so no intentional grounding. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Just didn't find anyone. Good job by that Mustang secondary to really close any of the open holes or open receivers. And Mortensen lucky that he didn't get called for an intentional grounding, as there really wasn't much going on around there.
You have one receiver to that side, but that receiver cut in when he threw out. So maybe could argue a miscommunication, but not a bad result for Camelback High Schools. It stops the clock. They're holding on to 2 timeouts. Just a little over 2 minutes to go in this half, and they only got about 41 yards to go. Mortensen looks left immediately, evades pressure, fires on the run, got a target, long touchdown. It's Keemon Knight once again.
A beautiful pass right there, a beautiful catch, all around a great play. I said it earlier, we've been missing Rocco Mortensen. We haven't seen a lot of those deep balls, and he just showed his talent right there. Perfect pass, got it right where he wanted to, right past the defender. An amazing touchdown. And now, again, a 14-13 score.
Extra point pending here.
Delgado set to kick.
That time it is no good, so the score remains the North Mustangs 14 and the Camelback Spartans 13. But like you said, what an absolute laser beam coming from the arm of Rocco Mortensen. Looked like he might take off to run right there, and then right before crossing the line of scrimmage, fires a dart over the middle.
And, I have to mention the speed, too, of Keemon Knight on that play. Just completely outran his defender on that one, accelerated at the right moment, and just a great play all around.
I liked the formation that Camelback was using on that last drive. I like to come out of the pistol, but that time they had trips wide receivers to Mortensen's left, and that entire time the lone wide receiver to his right was Keemon Knight, trying to isolate him in coverage and get him space to let his speed do his thing.
The only problem I have on that drive is just a little bit too much time left on that clock. Really would have been nice for them to slow it down a bit, but a touchdown's a touchdown.
You take points any way you can get them. And looking for the right football / tee is Tali Maafu. But the kick to be executed by Ezekiel Delgado. He has shown the talent for this sky kick that allows his guys to potentially get the onside. He skies it again, this time to his right. It's up in the air, and it is caught. It is Camelback football What a strategy, perfectly executed.
He did it once, and he did it twice. That's an onside kick we just do not see, and it worked to perfection. I mean, that kick right there, how are you stopping a kick like that?
You have to commit all your resources to this high onside kick, maybe leaving one return man back there. The kicking ability from Ezekiel Delgado makes it so you kind of have to forfeit your ability to return the football. You just want to secure the football at that point.
I mean, 2 times, 2 different sides of the football field, and it worked to perfection both times.
So the referees are having a discussion here, making sure it's legitimate, but everything looked clean to me. No one looked to be offsides. It definitely went more than 10 yards. Maybe the biggest question they have is if the kick was caught inbounds, but I believe it was. A toe tap was made by I Am Mizan. So now we're getting some deliberation with the head coach, Brandon McNutt. Here comes the referee, maybe to make an announcement or maybe just wanting to clarify with both sides.
I see a little bit of excitement from this Mustangs offense. It looks like they're going to retain possession.
It was not grounded. As a result, it's going to be North's ball, 1st and 10.
So the kick was not grounded, and hold everything here. I think he had called illegal touching because the football did not hit the ground. So very, very interesting stuff right there. Either it didn't hit the ground or the receiving onside, the kicking team touched their foot out of bounds. Very confusing. Thought had a for sure onside, but the ruling has been made, and North High School is going to talk things over by taking a timeout, which is a little over 2 minutes left to go. So we'll take a timeout as well after a few short commercials. Back with you in a second.
Hi Varsity sports fans, this is Shai Gara. Make sure you stay tuned for our halftime where we break down different highlights from sports locally or otherwise, so plenty of entertainment and content coming your way if you stick around with us. What I personally think is cool about our halftime show is we cover different sports, maybe some you might not expect, and a variety of different content, of course, high school football, and maybe some professional stuff such as NFL highlights from the previous week.
Welcome back to the action here at North High School. Very interesting play just went down. It had appeared the Camelback Spartans had recovered an impressive onside kick, but the referees deliberated and discussed, and the head referee came out ruling illegal touching. So the North Mustangs with great field position here, 1st and 10 from their own 45. Cruz from the gun, fakes the handoff, pitches the option reverse to A.T. Decimanis, and he had some room on that left side. Not a breakaway play, but a play with a good gain, and a flag comes flying out at the end.
Yeah, very good run there. Just broke the space he needed to.
After the play, late hit, personal foul, defense, number 40. 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
So a late hit out of bounds by Siope Pulu. And that is going to give North a lot of critical yardage, getting late in the second quarter on this one. A mental error making that late hit. But to your point earlier in this game, North doesn't mind. They're going to pull out whatever play they need to in the bag of tricks. And it seems like we may not have seen the last trick play tonight, as Cruz just hands it off to Marco Mintz. Mintz gets about 2 or 3 yards, and he's tackled by Breon Lawrence.
Yeah, Mintz heavily involved in the game plan. You said earlier he was their second leading rusher, and now just getting his opportunity to shine here. I mean, he kind of seems like he's taken that starting role as the running back as well.
So far, it has been so much of Marco Mintz in this game. The leading rusher of this Mustang squad, number 2, Antoine Poindexter, still on the sideline. Cruz rolling out to the right, fires and completes his pass. Finds his tight end once again, Irvin Perez, and the accuracy of Cruz on display just over the outstretched arms of the Spartans.
Yeah, a little bit of a jump there on the throw, but yeah, just got it off to him, got the yardage he needed.
And some tempo here from North, but then they changed their mind, and they're going to take a timeout right here. We'll stay with you in the booth. So North thought they were going to go no huddle. Coach Mark Mejia calling timeout, clearly visibly frustrated with the offense. Didn't look like the play was perfectly understood by the North offense.
Yeah, just a little bit of maybe of a communication error there. And at this point in the game, 49 seconds left. Just makes sense to talk things over one more time, make sure you guys are all on the same page before heading out there to make these last few plays.
So the Mustangs holding on to one final timeout, but in good field position here. They're operating from the 29-yard line. It's 3rd and 4 to go. This time the offense quite ready with the play. Cruz with trips to his left side, takes a snap quickly, fires deep to the end zone. It is tipped, bobbled around, and caught for an unbelievable touchdown. Rorion Johnson, are you kidding me?
Oh my goodness. What a catch right there. Couldn't even tell really from the broadcast booth if that was a touchdown or not. Seemed like it had bobbled around for a second. An amazing catch. Just staying patient really is the biggest thing on that play there. Being able to watch that come in, knowing that the ball could bounce off of someone else. An amazing catch and score before this half ends. But now with 41 seconds left, we have an interesting drive from the Camelback Spartans.
Extra point to make it an 8-point game, but the referees blowing their whistles, flags coming out before the snap.
Snap, offsides, defense. Half the distance to the goal, retry.
Now this makes for a very interesting decision. The defense jumps offside, half the distance to the goal here. The kicking unit's still going to stay on the field to go for a conservative 8-point lead. Now the offense is trying to scramble, and the timeout is called. Final North timeout of this quarter. You were saying, Kobe.
Yeah, I did not think it would have been a good decision to take that kick there. I think they noticed that as well. I mean, you get half the goal line, and an only opportunity that you really can make this a 2-score game, and I think you have to take every opportunity available. It seems that they noticed that as well, using their final timeout to change decisions a little bit.
There was confusion after that penalty. Part of the extra point unit ran on. The quarterback, Tommy Cruz, ran on. And just a smart decision to call timeout there after you score the touchdown. A better, more aggressive coaching decision right here. Go up 9 points in 2 possessions. Could put Camelback in a really tough spot. And, hey, if you don't get it, you're still up 7 points.
Well, it looks like the Mustangs will go for 2 here.
So it's true, going for 2 points. Antoine Poindexter in the backfield. Cruz fakes the handoff to him. And looking for the target, Andrew Leyva, incomplete. So it stays a 1-possession game. North Mustangs 20. Camelback Spartans 13.
Yeah, he had trips to his right there. couldn't really find an open guy. Good job by that Camelback defense to get a stop there. I mean, that's a big stop for that defense. You know, like we said earlier, it could have been a 2-score game with a successful 2-point conversion there. Now making it a 7-point game definitely brings a lot more confidence coming into the second half. And, hey, they still have 41 seconds on the clock. Let's see what they can do with that.
We've seen a lot of big plays down the last 2-3 minutes of this second quarter. We've seen a lot of circus catches tonight, too. A lot of bobbled balls ending up in the receiver's hands. So the concentration from both wide receiver cores tonight has been through the roof.
Curious to see what kind of kick we're going to get here.
It'd be very interesting to see. Return team lined up. It's a sky kick once again and reliably caught. A juke move made. He flips it to the outside. Here goes Tali Maafu.
An amazing play right there. Very interesting to see how they decided to take that one down the field. I mean, I don't really understand the sky kick. I know you brought up trying to avoid Keemon Knight, but especially when 3 points could be all that they're looking for here, I wouldn't give him any extra yards if I can. Good play on the lateral there, and now sets him up for a very interesting play. Although it did take about 8 seconds off the clock, they've got 2 timeouts and eyes for the end zone.
Mortensen looking to lead another touchdown drive. Takes the snap, fires to his right immediately, and caught by the man himself, Keemon Knight. Steps out of bounds after a gain of 7 yards.
We know that's his guy. We know that's who he wants to get. Very interested why they put him on such a short route right there. Not really letting him use the legs on that play, but able to get down the field a little further. Now with 27 seconds left, now entering into Mustang territory.
So second and about 4 here. Rocco Mortensen splits his wide receivers 2 to each side. Looks right again. And that one tapped at the line. Definitely know that Mortensen delivered a better throw than that. Good job by the defensive line to tip another pass.
All over that play. They just read it well. He had an open receiver. Again, it would have been a little bit of a short pass there. But good play by that defense to read where he was going, read his eyes a little bit, and tip that ball out of play.
I respect the strategy here by Brandon McNutt. Short passes for 5, 6, 7 yards, get out of bounds, save your timeouts, try and get a first down, and try and move in closer. Mortensen loads up left side and overshoots Knight that time. 4th and about 4 to go, 18 seconds on the clock. I would assume McNutt and the Spartans will go for it.
An interesting play call there. I think, we brought it up earlier. They were trying to get the ball to Keemon Knight. It seemed like there was maybe a little bit of contact with Marco Minst out there, but doesn't matter. And now 4th and interesting.
Most likely ruled uncatchable once again. The arm talent of Mortensen is there, especially in a clean pocket. This time snaps, rolls to the right, throws, and who else but Keemon Knight finds him on the out route going out of bounds and gains the first down and stops the clock.
All be on the 38-yard line of the Mustangs.
I think that one was I am Mizan on that play right there, getting a quick little pitch and catch for the first down. They still have Keemon Knight running those deep routes. They want to find him down the field if they can. It seems that the Mustangs have kind of read onto that and are trying to play that accordingly.
12.9 exactly left to go right here. Probably looking for a deep shot tonight or to get into field goal range. Mortensen scrolls out to the right, launches to the end zone, and almost a touchdown. Can't find his target, Kyron Arrington.
A really good throw right there. A little bit of trouble. There was a time where that kind of looked like it could have been intercepted. Got enough on it to get it over. Think missing a little bit of height on that throw would have made the difference, but still a good throw down there. Got it, found the open receiver, just not enough for the touchdown. And now we've got about one more play.
5.0 seconds even left to go. Rocco Mortensen is looking for his best blocks of the night to just rear back and heave one. And to do so, trip wide receivers to the left, but isolated that single wide receiver top of your screen is Keemon Knight. Mortensen surveying, gets some pressure, steps up, and is sacked right away. The ball is loose, but fallen on by the Camelback Spartans, and that is going to do it for half number one. The score, the North Mustangs 20, the Camelback Spartans 13. We'll be right back after the halftime break, and for Lucas Metzner and Kobe Manort in the booth, we will see you at the start of the third quarter.
Hello everyone, this is Kyle Cooper with Varsity Sports. The Phoenix Suns just acquired center Yusuf Nurkic in a trade this offseason. Now, talk about an origin story. Yusuf Nurkic was only 14 years old when his father Haris Nurkic beat up 14 people in a fight as a cop in Bosnia. Yes, that's correct. He won a fight against 14 people. It certainly helps when you're 7 feet tall and weigh over 400 pounds. I definitely wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of that man. Reporter Enis Trnovovic was reading the newspaper and stopped upon this story. He knew that he had to immediately talk to Haris, but he wasn't interested in the policeman as much as his son. He asked Haris if he had any children. Haris answered and told him about Yusuf Nurkic. At the time, Nurkic was only 14, but the reporter could see the potential in his son. From there, he took Nurkic to Slovenia and gave him the opportunity to play basketball. And, as they say, the rest is history. Nurkic now stands at 7 feet tall and weighs 290 pounds. He started his career by being drafted by the Denver Nuggets and played with them from 2014 to 2017. Nurkic played well with the Nuggets, but things changed when one of the best centers in the NBA, Nikola Jokic, arrived. Nurkic saw his value fall with the team and spent time on the bench. Now, he isn't one to keep quiet, and he requested a trade immediately. The Nuggets granted his request, and Nurkic moved to the Portland Trailblazers. In his best season with Portland, he played 72 games, and he averaged 15.6 points, shot 50.8%, had 10.4 rebounds in that 2018-19 season. While productive, Nurkic struggled to stay healthy in his last 3 seasons with the team. Over his career, Nurkic has averaged 12.3 points per game, shot 50.2% from the field, grabbed 8.6 rebounds, and has had 2.3 assists. The Phoenix Suns have just acquired the center, and while he needs to play well, a large amount of responsibility falls on head coach Frank Vogel to get the most out of the player. It is important to know that the Suns don't need a top 5 defense to win games with their stellar offense. Vogel has built elite defenses in the past with centers Roy Hibbert and Anthony Davis. He even won a championship with the Lakers. But he also didn't do as well when he was coaching with the Orlando Magic and had center Nikola Vucevic. They only won 54 total games in 2 seasons with the Magic, and they ranked 24th in the NBA. They were also ranked 20th on defense. Like I said before, the Suns don't need an all-star center to play great defense this year. They have a number of players off the bench that can help them defensively, and if Nurkic can play good enough defense to win enough games, they will do well this season. But some questions remain. Will Vogel strike gold again with Nurkic at center? How will Nurkic play throughout the season and the postseason? Will Nurkic channel his father and beat up the other 14 teams in the Western Conference? We will have to see as the season progresses, and the Suns now have Nurkic on their team. The keys for Nurkic will be playing well, not only down low, but on the perimeter as well. He's shown that he does have a three-point shot and can also dish it off when he needs to. And another important key is to avoid drama in the locker room, which DeAndre Ayton didn't do. But for Nurkic, this is a big role for him, and I think he knows that going into this season. Once again, their first game is against the Golden State Warriors later this month. Thank you all for tuning in to this halftime segment. I'm Kyle Cooper with Varsity Sports, and enjoy the second half of the games.
Game 2 of the National League Wildcard Series between the Diamondbacks and Brewers. In case you missed it on Wednesday, we're going to start bottom of the first, bases loaded for Sal Frelick of the Brewers with 1 out, facing Zach Gallen, the Diamondbacks ace. Frelick's going to fly out to right field. Christian Yelich is going to score on the sacrifice fly. Early 1-0 lead for the Brewers. Then bottom of the first still for Willy Adames. He comes through with 2 outs with an RBI single to center. The Brewers would have an early 2-0 lead. We're going to go to the bottom of the third. Sal Frelick again Zach Gallen again. Tough spot again, but this time Zach Gallen comes through with a double play. You can see the line drive right back to the mound, but the pitcher drops the glove, but no panic, is able to turn the double play. We're going to go to the top of the 5th. No score for the D-backs until Alek Thomas hits a solo home run to put the Diamondbacks on the board. His first career postseason hit and first career postseason home run. Nice left-handed swing from the youngster, you can see right there, to cut the deficit in half. We're going to go to the top of the 6th inning. This was the big inning. It was a Geraldo Perdomo walk, Corbin Carroll double, then a Ketel Marte RBI single up the middle to give the Diamondbacks a lead. What a clutch hit from the veteran Diamondback Marte, who's been with the team since 2017. You can see there, great piece of hitting from Marte to go up the middle. Sal Frelick would try to throw out the speedy Corbin Carroll at home, but no chance, because Corbin Carroll, as we know, is one of the fastest base runners in the league, and the dugout loves what they see. But we're not done in the top of the 6th. The bases were loaded. Abner Uribe on the mound for the Brewers. A wild pitch allowing Tommy Pham to come home and score, and it's a 4-2 lead for the D-backs. Tommy Pham, big-time trade acquisition during the trade deadline this season. You can see great heads-up base running from the veteran. He comes home to score. So we're staying in the top of the 6th. Lourdes Gurriel, a little bit of a floater, awkward-looking fly ball, a little bit of a misplay from Christian Yelich, but ultimately it lands for another hit and another RBI from the D-backs. It is 5-2 in the top of the 6th. 3-run lead now. D-backs trying to preserve it. We're going to go to the bottom of the 8th. Kevin Ginkel pitching out of the bullpen for the Diamondbacks, but a bad start to the inning for the D-backs. Good start for the Brewers. Bunt single from Christian Yelich. They get a runner on to start the inning, and then it's William Contreras going the other way, and it's 5-2, 2 on for the Brewers. Then with 1 out, Mark Canha also goes the opposite way. Down the line, it sneaks in for a single, so now the bases are loaded with 1 out for the Brewers. Andrew Saalfrank, the rookie who pitched barely over 10 innings this season, goes home for the force out, tries to go to goes to first for the double play, but could not, but got the most important out at home. And how about the manager, Torey Lovullo, trusting the rookie Andrew Saalfrank with 2 outs, bases loaded, Willy Adames up the middle, but right there is Ketel Marte to get out of the big-time jam. So the D-backs 1 inning away from shutting it down and moving on to the National League Division Series. Paul Sewald on the mound. He goes with a line drive, and it's almost caught by Perdomo, but smart play for him to recover and go to Marte at second and at least get 1 out, and that was the 2nd out of the 9th. So with the closer on, can they get 1 final out to move on? Not quite yet. Christian Yelich goes the opposite way for a double, and the Brewers once again have an opportunity. It's 2nd and 3rd. Diamondbacks looking for the final closing out. Can they get it? Facing William Contreras, Paul Sewald strikes him out on 3 pitches. How about the Arizona Diamondbacks going into Milwaukee, winning both games out of the best 2 out of 3 series in the wild card round? They will advance to face the Los Angeles Dodgers. They go insane in the locker room, and they deserve it. What a win.
Hi everyone, nice to meet you. I'm Ryan Sikora. I'm going to be one of the interns this fall at the Varsity Sports Show. So happy to be with you guys this year. I've loved sports for as long as I can remember, and I cannot wait to be with you guys on Thursday, Friday, and even some Saturdays all this year.
Hello everyone, this is Kyle Cooper with Varsity Sports. The Phoenix Suns just acquired center Yusuf Nurkic in a trade this offseason. Now, talk about an origin story. Yusuf Nurkic was only 14 years old when his father Haris Nurkic beat up 14 people in a fight as a cop in Bosnia. Yes, that's correct. He won a fight against 14 people. It certainly helps when you're 7 feet tall and weigh over 400 pounds. I definitely wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of that man. Reporter Enis Trnovovic was reading the newspaper and stopped upon this story. He knew that he had to immediately talk to Haris, but he wasn't interested in the policeman as much as his son. He asked Haris if he had any children. Haris answered and told him about Yusuf Nurkic. At the time, Nurkic was only 14, but the reporter could see the potential in his son. From there, he took Nurkic to Slovenia and gave him the opportunity to play basketball. And, as they say, the rest is history. Nurkic now stands at 7 feet tall and weighs 290 pounds. He started his career by being drafted by the Denver Nuggets and played with them from 2014 to 2017. Nurkic played well with the Nuggets, but things changed when one of the best centers in the NBA, Nikola Jokic, arrived. Nurkic saw his value fall with the team and spent time on the bench. Now, he isn't one to keep quiet, and he requested a trade immediately. The Nuggets granted his request, and Nurkic moved to the Portland Trail Blazers. In his best season with Portland, he played 72 games, and he averaged 15.6 points, shot 50.8%, had 10.4 rebounds in that 2018-19 season. While productive, Nurkic struggled to stay healthy in his last 3 seasons with the team. Over his career, Nurkic has averaged 12.3 points per game, shot 50.2% from the field, grabbed 8.6 rebounds, and has had 2.3 assists. The Phoenix Suns have just acquired the center, and while he needs to play well, a large amount of responsibility falls on head coach Frank Vogel to get the most out of the player. It is important to know that the Suns don't need a top 5 defense to win games with their stellar offense. Vogel has built elite defenses in the past with centers Roy Hibbert and Anthony Davis. He even won a championship with the Lakers. But he also didn't do as well when he was coaching with the Orlando Magic and had center Nikola Vucevic. They only won 54 total games in 2 seasons with the Magic, and they ranked 24th in the NBA. They were also ranked 20th on defense. Like I said before, the Suns don't need an all-star center to play great defense this year. They have a number of players off the bench that can help them defensively, and if Nurkic can play good enough defense to win enough games, they will do well this season. But some questions remain. Will Vogel strike gold again with Nurkic at center? How will Nurkic play throughout the season and the postseason? Will Nurkic channel his father and beat up the other 14 teams in the Western Conference? We will have to see as the season progresses, and the Suns now have Nurkic on their team. The keys for Nurkic will be playing well, not only down low, but on the perimeter as well. He's shown that he does have a 3-point shot and can also dish it off when he needs to. And another important key is to avoid drama in the locker room, which DeAndre Ayton didn't do. But for Nurkic, this is a big role for him, and I think he knows that going into this season. Once again, their first game is against the Golden State Warriors later this month. Thank you all for tuning in to this halftime segment. I'm Kyle Cooper with Varsity Sports, and enjoy the second half of the games.
Game 2 of the National League Wildcard Series between the Diamondbacks and Brewers. In case you missed it on Wednesday, we're going to start bottom of the first. Bases loaded for Sal Frelick of the Brewers with 1 out, facing Zach Gallen, the Diamondbacks ace. Frelick's going to fly out to right field. Christian Yelich is going to score on the sacrifice fly. Early 1-0 lead for the Brewers. Then bottom of the first still for Willy Adames. He comes through with 2 outs with an RBI single to center. The Brewers would have an early 2-0 lead. We're going to go to the bottom of the third. Sal Frelick again, Zach Gallen again. Tough spot again, but this time Zach Gallen comes through with a double play. You can see the line drive right back to the mound, but the pitcher drops the glove, but no panic, is able to turn the double play. We're going to go to the top of the 5th. No score for the D-backs until Alek Thomas hits a solo home run to put the Diamondbacks on the board. His first career postseason hit and first career postseason home run. Nice left-handed swing from the youngster, you can see right there, to cut the deficit in half. We're going to go to the top of the 6th inning. This was the big inning. It was a Geraldo Perdomo walk, Corbin Carroll double, then a Ketel Marte RBI single up the middle to give the Diamondbacks a lead. What a clutch hit from the veteran Diamondback Marte, who's been with the team since 2017. You can see there, great piece of hitting from Marte to go up the middle. Sal Frelick would try to throw out the speedy Corbin Carroll at home, but no chance, because Corbin Carroll, as we know, is one of the fastest base runners in the league, and the dugout loves what they see. But we're not done in the top of the 6th. The bases were loaded. Abner Uribe on the mound for the Brewers. A wild pitch allowing Tommy Pham to come home and score, and it's a 4-2 lead for the D-backs. Tommy Pham, big-time trade acquisition during the trade deadline this season. You can see great heads-up base running from the veteran. He comes home to score. So we're staying in the top of the 6th. Lourdes Gurriel, a little bit of a floater, awkward-looking fly ball, a little bit of a misplay from Christian Yelich, but ultimately it lands for another hit and another RBI from the D-backs. It is 5-2 in the top of the 6th. 3-run lead now. D-backs trying to preserve it. We're going to go to the bottom of the 8th. Kevin Ginkel pitching out of the bullpen for the Diamondbacks, but a bad start to the inning for the D-backs. Good start for the Brewers. Bunt single from Christian Yelich. They get a runner on to start the inning, and then it's William Contreras going the other way, and it's 5-2, 2-on for the Brewers. Then with 1 out, Mark Canha also goes the opposite way. Down the line, it sneaks in for a single, so now the bases are loaded with 1 out for the Brewers. Andrew Saalfrank, the rookie who pitched barely over 10 innings this season, goes home for the force out, tries to go to goes to first for the double play, but could not, but got the most important out at home. And how about the manager, Torey Lovullo, trusting the rookie Andrew Saalfrank with 2 outs, bases loaded, Willy Adames up the middle, but right there is Ketel Marte to get out of the big-time jam. So the D-backs 1 inning away from shutting it down and moving on to the National League Division Series. Paul Sewald on the mound. He goes with a line drive, and it's almost caught by Perdomo, but smart play for him to recover and go to Marte at second and at least get 1 out, and that was the 2nd out of the 9th. So with the closer on, can they get 1 final out to move on? Not quite yet. Christian Yelich goes the opposite way for a double, and the Brewers once again have an opportunity. It's 2nd and 3rd. Diamondbacks looking for the final closing out. Can they get it? Facing William Contreras. Paul Sewald strikes him out on 3 pitches. How about the Arizona Diamondbacks going into Milwaukee, winning both games out of the best 2 out of 3 series in the wild card round? They will advance to face the Los Angeles Dodgers. They go insane in the locker room, and they deserve it. What a win.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back inside the broadcast booth. I am Lucas Metzner alongside with my color analyst, Kobe Van Nort. We're here in northern Phoenix as the North High School Mustangs host the Camelback High School Spartans. Before we are guaranteed to see probably another interesting kickoff, Kobe, your biggest first half takeaway?
There's been a lot of offense so far, a lot of surprising offense. I've loved the trickery. I've loved the plays. My biggest takeaway, though, so far is the patience by a lot of these players. We talked about it earlier, the tipped balls that we've seen and players being able to come up with some circus catches. I think that's been a big part of this game.
So here comes the kick. This time it's bounced, but a smart recovery right there. Just get it right at the 50-yard line. Recovery made by number 4, not listed on today's roster.
Yeah, they keep going back to that onside and trying to get it, and I'm not sure if that's just a move that they want to do every single kickoff, or if they feel that they have an advantage to be able to get this ball back 3 times now with the short kick.
Yeah, so that time you saw them, they had to variate what they were doing that time. Ezekiel Delgado kicked that one into the ground to avoid that illegal touching call. Meanwhile, Cruz sends his tight end in motion, takes the snap, and just hands it off to someone we haven't seen much of today. It's Antoine Poindexter back in to run the football.
Yeah, really haven't seen much of him tonight, but it put together a pretty good run there. Tried to find another hole, but good play by the defense to catch up to him before that got out of hand.
Solid 4-yard gain on either his first or second carry of the night. See Marco Mintz on the sideline getting a break, playing that 2-way role. This time it's Andrew Leva in motion. Handoff to Poindexter again. Breaks 2 tackles in the backfield, but loses a yard after a great play made by Joshua Reyes.
Yeah, really good power right there from Poindexter, able to kind of, break 2 tackles on that play, but good job to Camelback for closing the hole before he was able to find any more space.
So it's 3rd and about 7 to go right here. Tommy Cruz empties the backfield, and confusion on the empty set forces North High School to take an early timeout. So going back to the first half, Kobe, what else stood out to you besides the offense? What about the defensive side?
Yeah, on the defensive side of things, I think we've seen fairly strong games on both sides. I think both D-lines are giving these quarterbacks a ton of pressure. Some of the bigger holes that have opened up haven't really been in the secondary, so also props to them. It seems like a lot of these plays have started 5 to 10 yards within where the ball was first placed, and a lot of them has been the receivers and the backs after the plays, or after the ball's in their hands, doing a really good job at the yards after catch on both sides of the ball.
That is what we've seen a lot today. A lot of yards after catch. Been a couple deep passes, and even fewer of those deep passes completed, but a lot of them coming on some tip drill plays. Cruz, this time empty, fires over the middle and caught and fumbled. What a hit. Camelback recovers. They're running the other way, but on the recovery, he rolled over to make it. On the fumble recovery is Luis Juarez. And man, oh man, what a hit from Siope Pulu.
I mean, before the fumble right there, just a heck of a play, a great pass, found them, but just a huge hit right there, able to knock the ball loose and give Camelback
and
a
then
big
the ball
possession.
was fumbled. Camelback ball.
So we get the official call from our referee right there, confirming what we just saw. So a big turnover And the first turnover of the game committed by North High School. There was the interception earlier from Mortensen, but that came in the midst of some confusion. So Mortensen takes the shotgun snap and hands it up off the middle. Another fumble! Is there grease on the football right now? No one can hold on to it.
Back-to-back plays with a fumble there. A little bit of a different situation. This time the running back just can't hold on to the ball. Poked right out of his hands before he even touched the ground. And back and forth we go, as now North High School in better field position than they had before.
So one turnover in all of the first half of play. We get to half number 2, and there's 2 turnovers in less than 10 plays.
Could have been a real game changer for Camelback. Now they got to throw the defense back out there.
Great field position, only 30 yards to the end zone. Cruz sends a tight end in motion. It's a backwards pass. It's a double pass. Firing to the end zone. It's caught for an interception. A third turnover in as many plays.
Interception, Spartans.
Wowee.
And we've talked about this last week, the pendulum being able to go back and forth. It is now swinging really hard. Dontre Gamage on that interception just completely read the play, was there, tried to go for the fake right there. We talked about the trick plays that North had up their back. Able to throw one out there, not what they wanted. Wow, what a turn of events.
What a recovery from Gamage right there. He was beat. He went and turned his head around like a receiver to make the play. So the first down run, it's Crump walled up at the line of scrimmage. What a sequence of events. The ball turning over back and forth. 3 turnovers in 3 plays.
You don't see that often.
Turnovers in back-to-back plays is rare, but this is the first time as a broadcaster I have seen 3 turnovers in 3 straight plays.
Can Camelback keep this momentum now?
Back in the pistols, Mortensen, 3 wide receivers to his right. He's looking left, evades a sack, fires over the middle, incomplete, and almost intercepted again. Angel Herrera almost had another turnover.
The defenses right now really coming out strong out of the half. Back and forth we go. Almost the 4th turnover of this half.
It's 3rd and 9 for the Camelback Spartans. And my, oh my, at this point, I hope they're just looking to take care of the football.
Let's go number 4.
Here comes the Spartan offense. Mortensen with Crump in the pistol behind him. 2 wide receivers each side. Mortensen is scanning. He's hit as he throws and intercepted. Urban Perez makes the play. It's a turnover madness right now.
What is going on? Back and forth we go.
Now that pass not intended to be thrown that way by Mortensen. He took us a lick as he threw that one, and that's why the linebacker, Irvin Perez, was able to make that play.
So far in this 3rd quarter, I think we've only seen about 10 yards of offense the whole way around. I mean, we haven't seen a first down yet. The ball's just been going back and forth. Can't get it out of this area. And now the Mustangs, pressuring, coming out, can score once again. But what does the Camelback defense have to offer?
Camelback's defense came up with a great interception. The last time out, Cruz in the shotgun, fires, and incomplete. That time, Keemon Knight making the hit and not allowing Rorion Jordan to make the catch.
Seen a bit of a defensive showcase so far in this second half. And, I mean, any way you look at it, not just the turnovers, but just the defense in general. Like I said, there hasn't been a first down yet, and there's a reason for it. These defenses are just completely reading one another's offense coming into the second half.
Some great concentration on the defensive side to make these plays. Cruz rolling out to the right immediately, fires on the run, and that one incomplete. In on the coverage once again, Keemon Knight.
Yeah, tough throw on the run right there. Just couldn't get it to him. I mean, I think in general, though, just a little bit rattled on both sides when you're the offense. I mean, 2 turnovers on both sides just kind of affects with you mentally.
I think the one probably least affected right now would be the quarterback, Tommy Cruz. The interception coming on the trick play from Irvin Perez and a couple of fumbles. So Cruz himself has been perfect in not turning the football over. But a big 3rd and 10 forthcoming as they're at about the 23-yard line. Cruz with a bunch formation to his left, looks that way, evades a sack, hits the check down in Marco Mintz, but wrapped up quickly by a combination of Keemon Knight and Joshua Reyes.
Brings up an interesting decision here. Not sure if they're going to go for it, try to go for the 3 points.
Looks like the offense will stay on. They're kind of in that no man's land territory for high school kickers. Very tough at 18 years old or less to make a 40-plus yard field goal. So they'll let Tommy Cruz empty it out in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Taking the snap, avoids the pass rush by rolling right. Finds his man across the middle. Going to be close to the marker, but a flag thrown in the backfield. So hold everything. This one might be coming back. So it is indeed holding. They're going to bring this one back. And even despite the penalty yardage, probably seeing what the offense can draw up here. Or maybe the punt unit's coming on. Gonna need an excellent punt from Thomas Chisley, who has made his impact today on special teams. Does he have the accuracy to pin Camelback deep? We've seen a couple punts tonight getting close to being blocked. Jaden McLeod joins the formation late. And Chisley's ready, receives plenty of time, and shanked it off the side of his foot. That punt didn't even clear the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, not what he wanted on that play right there. It seemed like kind of on the toss for that punt, he kind of missed his leg where he wanted to put the ball. And yet, like you said, just hit off the side of his foot and staggered right out of bounds.
Pretty direct path, but the ball spotted at the 34-yard line. The original line of scrimmage was the 33, and I think that's the first time I've seen that officially in the books, a negative 1-yard punt. Mortensen takes a snap, hands it off quickly to Crump. Correction, that's not Crump. That is Paris Jenkins getting back in the game. But an even better tackle made by Irvin Perez.
Yeah, good play right there by the defense to be able to kind of read that and shut it down before anything got out of hand right there. Just read where he was headed and decided to go over to that area.
First time we've seen Ferris Jenkins used in a while. although they've had a decent rotation tonight between Murray Crump and Ferris Jenkins. It has been Crump as of late. Potentially that fumble, letting Jenkins get some more reps here. Trip wide receivers to the left side for Rocco Mortensen. Mortensen is surveying, has a man, and that's a fumble. He got hit hard, and it is loose. North says they have it, and the referee rules they do. Wow, the edge present of the Mustang getting to Mortensen quite quickly here as of late.
Yeah, the pressure was there on that play. Just didn't have enough men back there to stop that blitz. And another turnover in this third quarter. Still no points, but 5 turnovers.
Very interesting second half, to say the least. Wasn't on my bingo card to have this many turnovers in this short amount of time. So North set up nicely once again by the turnover. It's a wildcat formation. Mintz is running left, makes 2 men miss, tries to juke another, and finally the gang of tacklers gets to him after a gain of 2 yards.
Yeah, Mintz, after taking a couple drives off, giving him a rest off of his legs, at least on the offensive side of things, now getting back into the mix, using those legs.
Coach Mark Mejia deep into his call sheet tonight. We've seen a little bit of everything from him in his play calling.
A lot of trick plays. Don't even know who's going to really throw the ball. When you go out, like I said earlier, when you go out on that first play of the game, and that's what you draw up, I mean, you know, there's positives and negatives to look at, but from a defensive standpoint, who knows what's coming for this game? I mean, it really does keep them on their toes.
I think there's a testament to both defenses that this score is 20-13 with all the turnovers forced. As that time, a run back to Antoine Poindexter. That one gains about 3 yards, and it's going to be 3rd and about 5.
After all those turnovers, it seems like the Mustangs are going for a little bit more of a safer approach here, especially where they're at on the field, not trying to lose any more yards. And a score could go a long way, especially with how these defenses have been playing.
Inside the red zone. Prime opportunity here, but a 3rd and medium to convert. Simple handoff. Poindexter's got it, but an even better tackle made by number 0, Dejion Carter.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of Poindexter today, and just seems like right now he's having a little bit of trouble breaking some tackles. That right there, just nothing really open for him. And now brought down with a 4th and 4.
Another shout out, you got this puppy, number 30, AT from Cruz. You got this puppy.
So a few personnel changes, but Tommy Cruz jogging back to the huddle. Offense will stay out there. Big 4th and 4 forthcoming. 7-point lead for the North Mustangs. And Cruz lines up with 2 tight ends to his left, 2 wide receivers to his right, and Poindexter right next to him. Taking the snap, fakes the handoff, quick screen, intercepted. It's going the other way. Who else but Keemon Knight? And Camelback has right back in this one.
Wow, wow, wow.
56-yard interception.
I mean, the one thing that I was going to bring up coming into this was 4th and 4 just kind of shows the confidence that they really have in their kicker in those situations. They were in field goal range, but decided to go for it, and it just did not work out. A very good play, though, by Keemon Knight, just completely reading where that ball was going, beat the receiver to his spot, and had only open field in front of him after the catch.
In a turnover-filled third quarter, this one goes for the defensive touchdown for the most impactful player that Camelback has had tonight. It's Keemon Knight, 2-way player. He's made the impact all over the field.
Made the impact indeed. He's the speed threat when he's on offense. And now he's a scary threat on defense as well. It's just you don't know where he is on the field when he's on offense and even on defense too. He's just an amazing player. And now an extra point is the only thing keeping this game from being a tie.
Flags flying.
Timeout. They called timeout before the 25-second clock expired.
So our head referee with a nice explanation there. The play clock was about to expire, and instead of losing some yardage, Camelback and head coach Brandon McNutt decides to use one of the timeouts. Wonder if it will remain the kicking unit back on the field, or will Camelback get aggressive and go for two?
Is it your captain? Get it. Blue Christie on Varsity cheer. Yes, you're amazing. You're
So,
awesome, amazing.
Camelback doesn't look like they've changed personnel. Looks like the point after attempt unit is back onto the field.
And your baby brother.
And a tie is up to the man, number 66, Ezekiel Delgado. Definitely made his impact as the kicker in today's contest. They fake it right to him. He's trying to bulldoze over people, but it's no good. Flag is coming in from the far sideline. This will be interesting to sort out.
Yeah, an interesting play call right there. Like I've said earlier, that confidence in the kicker's ability to kick the ball. Not saying that that was going against that. A very aggressive move, though. I like it. I like where their head was at.
Formation on the kicking team. That penalty, there was also, that penalty was declined. I'm sorry, the end of the replay is a no good.
It's all right, Mr. Referee. I feel the same way tonight. Haven't been perfect with my words either here in the broadcast booth. Speaking in front of a crowd, it can be hard. But nonetheless, the conversion is no good. The flag, an illegal formation, and Camelback remains trailing by a point.
An aggressive play call. I mean, you look down at it, though. A tie game, a one-point game, doesn't matter. Still need to score to win the game. I like the aggressiveness. They trust their defense. Already 3 turnovers in this quarter. And maybe they're hoping for another one here.
Absolutely, with the way this defense has been playing, or even if that North offense is allowed to get the ball, I'd assume Delgado would just keep trying for the onside, especially with the way this team is playing. We had the very interesting call earlier in this one. We thought Camelback recovered their own onside kick, but it was ruled illegal touching for kicking it straight in the air. Delgado has had to alter his approach. We wonder if this is the first time all season he has had to deal with trying to get it to touch the ground before his team can recover.
That's exactly what I was thinking. We haven't watched too many Spartan broadcasts in our time, but definitely is an interesting play. And the fact that they've gone back to it so many times, yes, does make you wonder how often have they ran this play and how successful is it?
Here comes Delgado. Sky kick once again. Plenty of room up in the air. The flag is flying. And it looks like North has recovered anyway.
That was an onside, kind of an onside kick. A fair catch.
So we wait for some delegation, but either way, the official call, it seems that this will be North football.
And then point that way. And then take it back 5 yards, Nick.
Here's the official call.
Not sure what went on out there, but they're going to re-kick.
So, illegal procedure, offside or something. We didn't get the official call from the referee, but the kick team and the return team are lined back up. This time from the NFL distance at the 35-yard line. Return team with their toes at the 45 and 1 inch yard line, as close as they can possibly be. There are only 2 deep return men. Seems everyone knows what's coming. The question is, can the Spartans execute? This one booted away after the penalty. And so on the return is Jordan. Makes one man miss and finally shoved out at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, Rory and Jordan, a very explosive runner. I kind of makes sense why they've been sticking with that play so much, but yeah, after that penalty, that onside is a lot tougher to be able to pull off. So good move from them to actually get some air behind that kick. And now at the 41-yard line, interested to see what these Mustangs can do.
So after the 4th down pick 6 from Keemon Knight, Tommy Cruz returns under center, hands it off up the middle, and that one going nowhere. Poindexter, maybe a yard, if anything.
Yeah, he's had a tough night tonight. Didn't get much of a role in the first 2 quarters. Now starting to get one here. And like I said earlier, just having a tough time finding the holes and staying up.
So they'll give him a yard, 2nd and 9. Cruz spreads the receivers out. Trip wide receivers at the top of the screen to his right. Isolated is Rory and Johnson on the bottom. Rolling out right. Evading one and sacked. Fumble on the play. It is loose. Could go either way. The line was fighting for it. But a big kudos that Cruz owes one of his linemen for falling on that football. Loss in the play, but North retains the possession.
Just a great play by this Camelback defense, just completely bringing the pressure just right there. And Tommy Cruz had escaped the pressure from one guy and just looked to his right, and there was another just before he could even react. That's kind of why the ball popped out there. Good play, though, by that O-line to keep that ball in their possession.
3rd and long. Trips to the left this time. Looking left immediately. Quick screen caught by number 4 and tackled immediately. The hit initiated by Joshua Reyes.
And what a drive for this Camelback defense right now. After the turnovers going back and forth, having the confidence, the pick 6, and now it just seems like they're completely running things up here.
Momentum is on the Spartans' side. That defense, their attention to detail in this second half has been incredible. Also credit to head coach Brandon McNutt getting the defensive guys ready. Had the right game plan in the locker room to get his guys in position.
Seems like a little miscommunication over there in that Mustang sideline.
So a high snap and a high punt lands out of bounds somewhere between the 45 and midfield. So much better than last time. That time they brought in Marco Mintz to punt. Much better than -1 yards on the ledger.
It's not really what they wanted there. Not sure if they don't have a clear-cut punter on the squad. It's kind of one of those positions where if you need to kind of throw a guy out there, they will. And so maybe it's just a matter of finding the right guy for the job. That time, not necessarily the best punt in the world, but more than a yard gets him in a right position. Now 48 yards to go for this Camelback offense.
A high school kicker and punter, kind of one of those things. Either you have it or you don't. Interesting decision here. Angel Nariha back in at quarterback and hands it off to Tali Maafu.
That looks like it might be one of the few plays he gets. Not sure, though. Maybe he's just going in for signs.
So we got an injury on the field right now, and while he gets attended to, we'll take a short break. Be back in a moment.
Hi.
Hey guys, Vince here. I'd like to introduce you to my friend Eric Perry. He owns Eco Roofing Solutions. They're local and a big supporter of high school sports all over Arizona. Yes, they're statewide.
A little bit about me and Eco Roofing Solutions and what we're about. I'm a third-generation roofer here in Arizona, and I've been doing this for 25 years.
Call Eric and his team at Eco Roofing Solutions, 480-695-7736, and they'll give you a fast, free, no-nonsense estimate. Tell them Vince sent you.
Back to the action here. Handoff up the middle. That time, Tali Maafu charging near the first down marker. Going to be marked just short.
Yeah, Tali Maafu was set at the quarterback position for that play. And now Angel Naria now running back in. Interesting call. Leaves us to wonder what Rocco Mortensen is up to right now.
Can see him on the sideline, helmet in his right hand. Meanwhile, Angel takes the snap, hands it off, and tackled for a loss. The defensive line got there quickly. The combination of Andrew Leva and Mason Weedoff making a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, Mason Weedoff, he's had a pretty good day today. He's been eyeing out that offensive line, finding holes very quickly. That time, able to get to him before for a loss.
And this game is just flying by. That marks the end of the third quarter. The score, the North Mustangs 20, the Camelback Spartans 19. We'll be right back with the start of the final quarter. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth. We bring you the tight action here in quarter number 4. Been a great one so far. 1-point game. Camelback gonna go for it on 4th and a few yards to go. Angel Naria checked into the game at QB. Pistol formation. 2 receivers to his left, 1 receiver to his right. His running back behind him, and a tight end / H-back right behind the lineman. Naria takes the snap, fakes the handoff, scrambling left, evades the pressure, and it's incomplete, intended for his target, Kyron Arrington.
Yeah, these defenses, very interesting decision first off to pull Rocco Mortensen from the game. Hopefully he's all right. But if not, it was a very interesting call. It seems like things had been working the way they were doing it. The change there doesn't work out. But, I mean, I got to give credit to both of these defenses so far, just completely shutting down only one touchdown, and that's by the defense. Just an amazing second half, I'd say. The plan coming in from halftime was for surely to work on that defense.
Both head coach Mark Mejia of North High School and head coach Brandon McNutt definitely said the right things in the locker room. Only points of the second half responsible through the defense. Here comes Tommy Cruz looking to throw, fires over the middle, and incomplete, intended for his target, A.T. Decimias.
A good pass there. Unfortunate that I wasn't able to bring that one in. Seemed like he had a lot of open field in front of him after that catch.
Unable to haul it in with the traffic. 2nd and 10. And a timeout called here by the North Mustangs, using their second timeout of the half. So we'll take a short break, and we'll be back after a few short messages.
Hi, Varsity sports fans. This is Shai Gara. Make sure you stay tuned.
Hi, my name is Eric Perry, and I'm the proud owner of Eco Roofing Solutions. I've been in this industry for over 25 years, and I'm the current president of the Arizona Roofing Contractors Association. Our mission is to provide the absolute best customer experience, and we operate all over the entire state of Arizona. We will come out and provide a courtesy, no-obligation roof inspection to you, as well as an estimate within 24 hours. Our team is dedicated to providing the best quality product and workmanship, and we're here to serve you. You can.
Welcome back to the broadcast booth here at North High School. I'm Lucas Metzner with my color analyst, Kobe Van Noort. We got a tight one as Tommy Cruz rolls out to the right, and it's knocked away. That's a fumble. Oh, the ref is calling it incomplete. That's a close call to make right there. Either way, it looks like the hand was on the football, but the arm was going forward.
I saw the same exact thing as you. That looked like it should have been a fumble right there.
The defensive lines of both these high schools, like we have said in this second half, they deserve a lot of credit. They are making both quarterbacks uncomfortable. Then fumbles, interceptions, pick six. A lot of credit goes to the pressure created by this defensive line to force the quarterback into making a throw he doesn't feel 100% with. Cruz again, launches up left side, got a man, knocked away. Came on Knight, makes the PBU that time, and it brings up 4th down.
Boy, he's everywhere. It seems like that was the intended target the whole play. Tried to find him, but the speed from Keemon Knight able to stay with him and bat that ball away.
The defense coming in big for Camelback right now. So North High School with a few punting issues today. Some punts have been better than others. And if the punter can get enough time to get one away, hopefully flip this field possession. Low snap, jukes, and then gets the punt off. What a play by the special teams right there. Thought for sure that he was toast, sidesteps a man, and boots it down near the 30-yard line.
A little bit of a Pat McAfee-esque, if you will, escaping the pressure right there, able to make a man miss and get a pretty good punt off. I mean, that might have been the best punt we've seen tonight from them, and that was after making a move. So really good play by the special teams. Hopefully maybe gives them a sort of confidence for maybe not for the rest of this game, but for next week.
how good these defenses have been playing. That is a big play by the North special teams. Flip this field position, and out comes Rocco Mortensen, so he's back. It's been interesting to see if he's been dealing with injury or if this has been a coach's decision, but nonetheless sends a man in motion, takes a snap, hands it off right away, and breaking the first tackle but can't break the next 5 is Murray Crump.
Trouble, trouble, trouble. I think one of the biggest flaws in that play right there was Rocco Mortensen. Seemed like he wanted to help block a little bit, but almost kind of got in the way there. Created a little bit of traffic, just a little bit less of a route for him, and ended up losing more yards.
Normally on that kind of give, the way he's been open facing to the running back, you'd think he would run off to the side and fake the option and make the defense think a little bit. That time trying to be a team player and make the block. Loss of major yards there. 2nd and long. Mortensen, quick throw, fires complete. One man misses, and a second one misses down the sideline, and finally tackled by Marco Mintz. A great catch and run on the screen that time.
Yeah, really good play right there. Flag thrown out after the fact, but a really good run right there. Great run and catch. The speed right there from this offense that we've seen. On the catch right there, that was Aiken Logan. Showing a little bit of versatility from Mortensen, showing he can spread the ball around the field.
From Mortensen to Logan.
So a North player went down kind of late. There was a lot of activity on that Camelback sideline, and now we get the final deliberation.
On the defense, number 6 for taunting. 15-yard penalty added on to the play.
So from the end of the run, a critical taunting penalty, and probably the penalty that takes the least amount of discipline right there. Taunting is a very specific penalty, and you have to do something egregious to get it.
It's a very easy one to avoid, too. It's kind of sad when you see players let the emotions get the best of them, but difference maker right there.
Camelback in even better field position now inside the 30. Mortensen sends a man in motion. Snaps. Looks right to the end zone. And it is caught, but is it inbounds? A flag comes flying from the back judge. And we'll have some more sorting to do on the result of this one. Pretty sure this one will be pass interference, but here's the official call.
Pass interference, defense number 9. At the distance to the goal, first down.
So in the middle of deliberating the pass interference call, the back judge fires another flag straight up into the air. That's another penalty for jawing off or saying or doing something you shouldn't be. Another avoidable penalty, and Camelback has a great chance of getting even closer here.
Yeah, it seemed like the biggest guy in that mix. Just a little bit of a miscommunication there, frustration on both sides of the ball. We'll see if the call is
Number 12, yep, okay. What's that? I don't know what
So they are still deliberating. Here it comes.
From the 30 from the previous spot.
And then I'm going half the distance.
On top of that.
It's going to be
So
first down.
7.5 yards.
Yeah. It was pass interference on the defense, number 9. That's 15 yards from the previous spot. After the play, we had unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense, number 12, for taunting. Half the distance to the goal, first down.
So, yeah, as we were talking about, a second taunting penalty in as many plays, and that just can't happen. Pass interference, you know, you're playing hard, you're playing for the ball, you're trying to make a play. Tough penalty to take, but it's football related.
It seems like a lot of that came from his own team, though. The thing I'm a little confused about is it seemed like the discussion going on in the end zone was full of just Mustangs. So I'm a little curious on how that taunting call was thrown out.
The referees down on the field, they hear all. But Camelback in the I formation, and it's a play-action play. Bootleg rollout, wide open, touchdown. And here come the Spartans roaring back.
Dejon Carter on that last catch. Haven't seen much of him tonight. Had him wide open on that play right there. And honestly, I think that these Mustangs were just a little bit rattled. The two taunting calls really set you back mentally. And good job by Camelback to take advantage of them at this vulnerable time.
2 penalties of just shooting yourself in the foot on that drive. A defense that has been playing so well, gave up so many penalty yardage. And Camelback kicking the extra point. The signal is good, but once again on the point after attempt, we have another flag.
Yeah, you guys have 5 in the background. Okay. Illegal formation, 5 in the backfield on the kicking team. 5-yard penalty, re-kick.
And you can see our head referee right there telling the players of Camelback High School exactly what they're doing wrong. They got 5 in the background when they line up for the point after formation, so they keep getting flagged for it. So this will test the range of Ezekiel Delgado a little bit. Kicking from the 15-yard line, a 25-yard extra point. And no problem for him. He knocks it through, and the Spartans take a 6-point lead on a capitalization from penalties, big plays, and a little bit of trickery running play action out of the I formation.
Yeah, I mean, we saw just a lot so far in this second half, a lot of back and forth. And now I'm kind of excited to see what this Camelback defense kind of is going to come back out with. I mean, they're coming off 2 strong drives, a 3-and-out, and a pick 6. Just what are they going to bring to the table coming into this defensive drive? I mean, the momentum's on their side. A complete game changer coming into this fourth quarter.
Camelback has been trailing or tied most of this game, but now they have the lead. Getting into the late stages of this one, 10 minutes and 19 seconds left to go in our fourth quarter of action. No penalty proceeding yet, so kicking off from the 40. Every time we've seen Camelback kick from the 40, they have tried the high arcing onside kick. The only time they didn't try it was after getting a penalty and forced to re-kick. So North knows the drill by now. They have 9 guys within 10 yards of each other ready to recover this one. This kick is high and to the left, but much deeper than an onside. Finally playing with the lead, they kick it off, and the kick coverage team does a great job of wrapping him up at the 30-yard line.
Like we said earlier about how these kicks were a little unconventional, we don't see them often, and you know, them doing it 3 times in a row was a very interesting decision. But now at this point of the game, it kind of works really well because, I mean, this Mustang sideline doesn't know what to expect. Now, you know, they read what they've been doing. They put 9 guys up there, and even then, that's when he decides to boot it, which then they have less coverage up front. I mean, it just kind of shakes up everything a little bit, and if you can do it well, I think it works out.
I think maybe part of the strategy involved there is whether or not they have the lead. First time they have the lead, they kick it normal. Cruz back to throw. Fires deep left side, and he overshoots his man, Rorion Jordan. some whistles here and a roughing the passer call against the Spartan defense.
Not what they wanted right there. Had the play completely read. Seemed like Don Madrano was a little bit disappointed at himself that he couldn't bring that one in. Almost ran in there and was able to get the tipped ball. But instead, it'll be a first down.
A much-needed break for this Mustang offense that had put up 54 points the week prior, but plagued by some turnovers here in this second half. Cruz from the shotgun, looking right immediately, fires, complete to the tight end, but the group tackling is there. It's Breon Lawrence and Luis Juarez making the stop real quickly.
Yeah, good work by this defense to really read that play there. Just stopped it before it got out of hand.
Quick screen to the tight end, Irvin Perez that time. We saw him go down earlier in this game. Glad to see him back on the football field. Cruz has some stacked wide receivers. Fires quickly to his left. Incomplete, a little bit too low for Angel Herrera.
These quick passes right now just aren't really working the way they want them to. I know they're expecting a little bit more yards after the catch there, but you got to make that throw first, and just been a little bit spotty, especially on the run. But now left with an interesting 3rd and 10. Gonna have to put some air on it.
3rd and long. They've been forced into a lot of these 3rd and long passing situations here in the second half. Doesn't seem to suit their play style to always be throwing the football. Cruz immediately looks left, pumps on a screen, and firing over the middle, hitting the hands of A.T. Decimias. Incomplete. Brings up 4th and long, and the punt unit jogging onto the field. Thomas Chisley on to do the punting duties, and after making a great move against the rush and getting the punt off, he has another big punt ahead of him as time winds down in this game, 9:19 to go. Takes the snap, good rush. Just sprints to the outside. Looks like he might fake it. Hurdles a man, but can't keep his balance. Tali Mafu makes the tackle despite Chisley trying to go airborne over him.
And a little bit of frustration on the Mustang side of things. They feel that that hit was an illegal hit, but no call on the field, and it will be Camelback ball in great field position. A lot of fakes today. A lot of fakes today.
Most definitely. Understand why North High School can be upset, but Mafu trying to make a good, clean tackle can't control the fact that Chisley went airborne. So it's 1st and 10 at the 43 of North High School. Any points here would put the Spartans up 2 possessions. So they're going to switch it up a little bit and return to the I formation with extra tight ends and a fullback. Tight end goes in motion. A fumbled snap. And who recovered this one? Mortensen thinks he falls on it, but North is ruled to recover. What a game-changing play.
What a game-changing play indeed. Now the Mustangs need to really hype up that offense here. Not what they expected. You know, you think for a drive like this, you know, worst comes to worst, take some time off the clock. But they couldn't do that even there. And, yeah, what a change of things with 9 minutes left to go in this 4th quarter.
It has been a turnover fest in the second half. Interesting to see there, Mortensen fumbles from going under center after spending the majority of the game in shotgun. So maybe unfamiliar. Tommy Cruz in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers to his right, looks that way, fires over the middle, and he's got A.T. Decimias that time, gain of 5 yards.
Kind of a similar play that they drew up on 3rd and 10 in their last drive. This time actually caught by the receiver. And, you know, these short passes, they've come and gone today. They've had their success, and they've also had their failures. The yards after catch, though, is what's really been important.
That time, not many yards after catch, but a good job that time by the tight end to just haul it in. Flags flying before the snap gets off, and the early indicators false start.
Snap, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down.
And we've said it time and time again, Lucas. It seems like the Mustangs are really beating themselves right now.
They are beating themselves, shooting themselves in the foot. Whatever term you like to use for it, they have not played offensive and defensive helping each other football. This offense is getting into too many holes. Cruz fires to his left and too far out of bounds. And once again, the Mustangs find themselves in another 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Siope Lupulu on that play, really rushing, bringing the pressure, caused a little bit of a forced throw there.
The 3rd and long once again. Cruz gathers his men in the huddle. Tommy Cruz appearing in the shotgun once again. 3 wide receivers top of your screen to his left and 1 to his right. Takes the snap, looking over the middle, evades, throwing off his back foot, and it's almost intercepted. Broken up that time by Siope Polu.
He's everywhere on this field today. That time, right where he needed to be, got a great deflection, almost intercepted like you had said. Man, this Camelback defense has been shutting the door tonight in this second half.
They have responded to the challenge of being down 7. The Spartans now finding themselves with a 6-point lead. Another punt forthcoming. 8:24 left to go in this football game, and it rests on the legs of Thomas Chisley to flip this field position. High snap, Chisley's got it. Rush is coming, but gets off a nice, decent punt. Takes a North Mustangs bounce, and look at that. It's down inside the 15, right near the 14-yard line.
Yeah, Cesar Yates on that last play. Didn't really want to touch it, was considering it, but realized the implications that if he touched that and missed it, could be huge. So good decision to kind of let that ball roll. Unfortunate that I got all the way past the 20-yard line, but it might have been the deepest kick that we've seen tonight.
Best punt of the night for sure. Just got the time to get it off, and I think the bad punts tonight have been caused by a bad snap or lack of time. We've seen, if given enough time and space, that these guys can punt the football and flip the field position, but they've had some free rushers bothering them in this one. Meanwhile, Mortensen sends a man in motion, takes the snap, hands it off right away, and it's Crump finding some room to the outside. Still won't go down until he gains 9 yards.
An aggressive run right there from Crump, just staying on his feet throughout the pressure. There was guys on him, able to break through for 9. Gain of 10, actually, in the first down.
10, yeah, they give him the first down there. A nice late burst to pick up the first and move the sticks. So finally, a run play without a fumble for Camelback as they look to keep shaving minutes off the clock. Mortensen, 2 receivers to either side. Hands it off right up the middle. And this time, it's Mafu, and he gets 8 running up the middle and to the right.
It's working right now. The hole really hasn't been open much today, but right now kind of the perfect time to get those runs working, especially when the whole point is to try to chew a little bit of clock. So
it is so important for Brandon McNutt and his Spartan offense to be able to run the football well, and not only run the football to gain yards, but run the football and protect it. Too many turnovers, and one turnover at the wrong time could flip this game on its ear. Mortensen handing it off again. It's Mafu. Makes a cut, but stopped in the backfield. North knew that one was coming and made the play.
Yeah, pretty readable play right there. You know they're going to run the ball. Good job by the Mustang defense, kind of staying on top of that, reading it all the way through. And now brings up a 3rd and 3, which is going to be a little bit interesting to see whether they want to keep with this run game to keep that clock chewing or try to get a first and mosey their way down the field.
First down, pretty paramount either way. Big play call decision coming. I expect North to load the box with defensive linemen and linebackers, but you have to respect Camelback's spread offense look. And the referee waving his arms from the far sideline. The Spartans want to take a timeout and talk things over. So we'll take a short break. We'll see you back in the broadcast booth after a few short messages.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years. We trust them with our routine and a big supporter of high school sports all over Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2000. Located off of Cave Creek Road, just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
Welcome back to the action here. Flag thrown from the middle of the field before the snap can get off. And we didn't hear from the referee that time, but a false start. Going to move them back 5 yards. And now a very, very intriguing play call, even more intriguing than before. Kind of in that medium-ish 6 to 7 territory. And needing a first down to try and keep chewing this clock.
Yeah, especially where they're at on the field right now with 5 minutes and 49 seconds, the way these punts have been looking so far today. I think they want to get the ball down the field as far as they can.
The hard count. What a job done by the offense. Have the discipline to earn those yards.
Defense, 5 yards. Still 3rd down.
So the offense earns it right back. Nice discipline from Camelback to be on the same page and go with the hard count. Good execution by Mortensen.
Good execution indeed. We haven't seen much of that today, but it works great when they decide to pull it out.
So back to the original 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. Hard count doesn't fool North this time. Now Mortensen snaps. Takes it himself on the read option, and he's got the yardage necessary for a first down out past the 40-yard line, and a big call to call the option on that one.
Yeah, no, really good play right there just to keep the ball. He had open space on his right side. I think he noticed that, was able to pick the ball, take it himself, and get the first down, which is huge at this point in the game.
Allows them to chew the clock even further. 5:28 left to go in the game and counting. So a 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. And now it's going to be very interesting to see if when North High School can get the ball back, they're down to only 1 timeout. Needed to use 2 to get things cleared up. Mortensen from the pistol. Hands it off right away. Good cut made. that time by Jenkins to avoid a tackle for a loss, but only able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they read that play really well. Kind of knew what was coming there. You know that the chew clock ideas are coming into the Spartans' heads right now.
Second down and 9. 21-yard line.
So Jenkins earned a yard. And subbing back in is Joshua Reyes. Murray Crump in the backfield this time. Key person to pay attention to, Kyron Arrington, the tight end H-back, leading the way. It is Crump, and Crump is stuffed. Maybe a yard once again, third down.
Not as much success as they had in the first two first downs. They're able to get both of those first rushes going for 10 and then 8 yards. This time, not the same kind of success. Seems like the Mustangs have kind of read what they're trying to do here. But now another interesting third down. Seems like they're a little bit too far in rushing range, but if they want to keep the clock going, that may just be what they end up doing.
Especially considering the Mustangs are down to their last time out. Might not be the worst play in the world to run the football and see what happens. Referee waving his arms.
Timeout.
And timeout taken by the Spartans. They want to rethink the third down play. So we're going to take a quick timeout as well while they discuss. We'll be back after commercial break.
Got out to number 66. Ezekiel Delgado. Their kicker over there, the Spartans.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Welcome back inside the broadcast booth. Lucas Metzner here with my color analyst, Kobe Van Nort. It's 3rd and 8. Big play for Camelback. Mortensen fakes the throw, looking to fire deep, and it is caught down inside. Oh, incomplete correction. Thought he had let that one go after making the catch. But a good defensive play from North.
From up here in the broadcast booth, it was a little tough to tell from the angle. It seemed like the ball had come into his hands and just completely bounced off his chest. We lost it after that, but an amazing play call right there. Completely did find the open receiver, had the defenders confused on that play, but just an unfortunate turn of events on a really good throw.
Good use of play action from Mortensen. Ezekiel Delgado with his most important punt of the night. Takes the snap. He's got plenty of time. Boots it. High kick. Inbounds. And kind of hangs coming back a little bit. Down at the 27-yard line. So here we go. We're going to get a photo finish, partner.
Excited to see how this one's going to finish out. Looks like it could be the final drive for this Mustang offense to try to put something up.
Mustangs 20, Spartans 26. First down and 10 from the 7-yard line.
3:13 left to go on the clock. 73 yards needed to reach the end zone, and trailing only by 6 points. 7 could have North High School walking away with a victory. Tommy Cruz from the shotgun dumps it off to his check down Poindexter, and Poindexter gets killed. What a hit by Siope Pulu.
Yeah, Poindexter, not the biggest guy in the world, has had trouble finding holes today, and there's the reason why. Just the Camelback defense all over completely shutting down that play before anything could happen.
So evades one tackler, but gets laid out by a very big Polu. Cruz from the shotgun once again, has an extra tight end, fakes the handoff, looks deep to the right side, and miscommunication there as Angel Herrera had kind of stopped to break off his route. Well beyond him, but a flag on the play.
Pass falls incomplete.
In the pass, number 10. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
A big penalty call, roughing the passer. That is going to be a nice 15 chunk yardage and 15 yards. 3:02 left to go. One timeout remaining.
Mustangs first down and 10 and thrown 42-yard line.
And 58 yards to pay dirt. Cruz with 3 wide receivers to his left, tight end on the right side. Takes the snap, looks over the middle, firing for his tight end, and it is incomplete. A great pass deflection made by Dontre Gamage.
Look, I like the idea here. I mean, you got to get something going big. You want to get it done quick. Give it to your tight end. He's been bringing him down a lot today. Like the pass, just better play by this Camelback secondary. Boy, have they been everywhere today.
The field is littered with dirty laundry. The referee has his hat off. There's a flag in the backfield. There's a flag in the secondary.
First of all, what do we have down here?
My flag is a UNS.
We get some
5
inside look at the referees discussing the play.
All right, over here. Hang on. Guys, please, okay? I got 0 on defense thrown on 51, okay? Afterwards, 51 started yelling at me. Okay, so we've got 2. Zero's going to be a okay? Camelback. 51's got is going to have a UNS. These 2 are probably going to cancel out. Okay. But hang on. Yeah, let's see. I got UNS on 51 red, and I got an ejection on number 0. Okay.
After the play was over, 5 red, 5 white on defense. After the play was over, he kind of leaned over the receiver and he
okay.
on number 5.
That's an inside look at the conversation from the referees. Very, very tough to listen to right now. They're a little quiet with the wind and potentially the microphone making contact with something. So we'll step away from the referee mic to the official call. But from listening in right there, we're probably going to get an ejection here and some unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. The way this one gets sorted out will have a huge impact on the outlook of this game.
Yeah, it sounded like they looked like they were going to cancel each other out, but if I'm correct, it looked like Dejon Carter on the Camelback defense was the guy they were talking about. Not sure about that for sure, but if that is, he also is their tight end who made a touchdown catch just a drive ago. Would be a big loss to this defense.
Let's see what the official call is.
0's disqualified for throwing a punch on defense. 0 is. Okay. And then number 5, okay. After the play, we had an unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense, number 0, for throwing a punch. He's been disqualified. In retaliation, unsportsmanlike conduct on offense number 51 for yelling and screaming at the referee. Those 2 penalties will cancel each other out. At the other end, we had an unsportsmanlike conduct on defense number 51 for taunting. It'll be a 15-yard penalty enforced from the previous spot. It'll be a first down.
So the official sorting has been given down from the referee. Camelback High School is going to be without Dejon Carter for the rest of this one. That's a big loss And tonight's theme has kind of been in this second half a lot of big 15-yard penalties on sportsmanlike conduct, taunting, and we see our first ejection of the game.
Kicking yourself in the foot. We talked about how Camelback took advantage of that earlier when the Mustangs were kicking themselves in the foot, but now it seems like that's flipped.
Finally in Spartan territory, here come the Mustangs. Cruz with 3 wide receivers to the left. And a tight end to his right. Looks left immediately. Dumps down to the check back. And a flag thrown in the backfield. Loss of 2 in the play. But flag after flag after flag. Turnovers and penalties. Story of this half.
Lots of turnovers, lots of penalties. Doesn't seem like they can get a play
Holding. Offense, number 51. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. So first down.
So holding is the official word. 1st and 20 coming up. Camelback will make use of the yardage. So now pushed back to their own 47 and looking for 20 yards in 4 plays. 2:48 left to go. Cruz to his left, and the screen pass falls incomplete. Intended for Angel Herrera.
Yeah, that one just swatted away right there. This Camelback defense, although the 2 penalties have really come out strong in this second half. I mean, not allowing a single point. They have come out and been just dominant.
So, here comes North. Cruz sends the tight end in motion and then sends him right back. 3 wide receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Poindexter next to his side, and a flag comes out.
Encroachment defense.
It's encroachment.
5-yard penalty, remains second down.
So, getting back 5 yards will be the Mustangs that time.
Back on the Spartan side. 2nd and 15 for the Spartans, 48-yard line.
15 yards to move the chains and 48 yards to the end zone. 2:46 left on the clock. Going to come down to the wire. Cruz empties it out for the first time in a while. 3 wide receivers to his left, 2 to the right. Takes the snap, surveying, steps up in the pocket, tucks it himself, running left, makes a cut, and tackled from behind. By number 52. Not listed on the Camelback roster.
Yeah, good run right there, escaping the pressure. You know, this late in the game, you don't want to have to go to that, but does give him some yardage, much needed yardage. And now we'll see what they can do with about 3rd and manageable.
Called about 7 yards. It's 4 down territory, though, at this stage in the game. Don't need it all back here. Cruz looks to his right, fires, tipped up in the air, incomplete. Pass breakup made by Dontre Gamage. Gamage's coverage as of late been very important.
Now brings up a very, very big 4th down. I mean, this is the game right here, folks. This is the biggest play that the Mustangs have been tasked with so far. A 4th and 7 with 1:55 left to go in a 6-point game. It doesn't get better than this for Friday Night Lights.
The final timeout belongs to North. They only have 1. Not enough to stop the clock. They don't get it here. Cruz looking left, throws to the sticks, and it's caught by his man, Rorion Jordan. And another flag comes flying in the middle of the field. Yellow Central all over the place. Referees need to discuss an important call coming up here. The first down should stand, but it is critical that the offense didn't commit another huge mistake.
Yeah, this call right here really could be the difference in this one. Just an amazing play right there, though, on 4-down territory. Let's see what the call is.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense, number 5 for taunting. That's happened after the first down was realized. 15-yard penalty, first down.
So a mistake by the offense, showing some emotion, Rory and Jordan right there, but not before he made the play. He got the first down. The sticks are reset. There's still enough time on the clock and still the 1 timeout. So it is not over yet. A big play from Cruz and Jordan right there.
I mean, 3 taunting calls, just not what you want to see right there. Very disappointing for this Mustangs offense after putting together a fairly good drive so far.
1st and 10 from the 41. Play action fake. Cruz has Jordan again. Jordan to the left sideline. Steps out of bounds after a gain of 13 yards.
Good move to get out of bounds there. Needed it with only 1 minute and 38 seconds left to go. They have that one last timeout whenever they're choosing to use it.
But they are holding on to that one for dear life. That's the emergency timeout. Break glass in case you need to use it. 1st and 10 from just inside the 30. Minute 38 left to go. Cruz, 3 wide receivers to his right. Rolling right, looks left, comeback screen, finds Jordan, but Jordan's tackled right away. It's Keemon Knight making the defensive stop.
That clock continuing to run right there. Gonna need to come up with something and something quick.
Cruz hustled over to head coach Mark Mejia. Got the play in quickly. Guys getting up to the line faster than normal. Cruz still utilizing trips to his right and the single wide receiver, Rory and Jordan, to his left. Fires over the middle. It's caught and down inside to the 12-yard line. It's Andrew Leyva.
What a catch right there. What a game-changing catch right there. Puts them into the red zone. And with less than a minute left to go.
Under a minute, 12 yards away. Cruz with Poindexter in the backfield. Trips still to the right side. Jordan isolated on the left. Cruz scrambles up the middle. He is sacked, but does a good job holding on to the football. That time the sack made by Jonathan Jim. Refs waving their arms, and the break glass in case of emergency timeout has been used. Mustangs call the last one. So, 34.4 seconds to be exact. Got back near the line of scrimmage, less than 15 yards to go. No room to take a sack here.
No room at all, not much time left. Having to use that final timeout right here. I mean, it's touchdown or nothing right now for this offense, and you still can't forget that there's an extra point that needs to be made for this game to be over.
So it will come down to the offense's ability to get in the end zone and the special teams needing to come through and get that all-important extra point in this situation. Teams are back out on the field. Cruz and the offense are ready, utilizing the same formation, trying to isolate Rory and Jordan against Keemon Knight. The best matchup is on the top of your screen to Tommy Cruz's left. 2nd and 11. Cruz fakes the handoff, scanning, but the play is whistled dead.
The snap, false start. North, 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
So not good for the Mustangs. Another 5 yards lost on the false start.
Not what you want right there. I mean, we've said it all day. Beating yourselves is one of the biggest errors that we've seen in this game, and still kind of holding true now, especially with 33 seconds left. Not what you wanted to see.
And the second down, 15 and the 17 yard line.
The Mustang faithful cheering their hearts out for North High School right now. Utilizing the same formation. Cruz dropping back, evades a man, scrambling left, got a man open, and it is too low, incomplete. He had his running back Poindexter open, but it was not to be completed.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I mean, he was wide open on that play. The pressure was coming, but man, that might have been the best look that he was going to see for the rest of this game. We'll have to see, though, with 26 seconds left, and now 3rd and 15, obviously 4-down territory right now.
2 downs to get the yardage, but a really tricky situation. 26 seconds left to go. Time is not your friend. If you're tackled inbounds, you got to hurry up to the line. Same formation. Cruz takes the snap, fires to the back corner of the end zone, and it is caught! He mossed them for a touchdown! Thomas Chisley, are you kidding me?
Heavens, what a catch! Might have been the play of the game there, just right over the hands, right over his head. What a play!
Wow, unbelievable. You want to talk about mossing someone? I think that's the epitome of it right there. And now the most important extra point of the night. Camelback will be coming in full swing. It's down the hold. The kick is good. North retakes the lead. What an unbelievable sequence. We saw Thomas Chisley, the wide receiver safety / punter, listed at 6'2", 175 pounds. He's subbed into the game, and with all the attention on Rory and Jordan, he lines up and absolutely takes one over the head top in the back corner of the end zone.
What a play. I mean, from nothing to something, it seemed like the offense was on its last legs, kept hurting themselves with the penalties, and just overcome everything with an amazing, amazing catch. And that might have put this game away.
Still can't say it's completely over yet. You never know what Camelback is capable on offense. But it's a really tall, impossible order to come up with a win in the waning stages. 19 seconds left. The kick is just sailed out of bounds. I think that was intentional. Don't even bother allowing a return right here.
Well, for Camelback, that's definitely something positive, I guess, you can take into this.
5 yards more.
Get a little bit.
Maybe, no, that's correct. It's going to be 5 yards.
Definitely going to be a legal procedure, but we'll get the official word where the referee wants to spot this one.
We're going to go 5 yards.
First down.
So it is illegal procedure. And normally you get the ball at the 40-yard line, but that ball was sailed extremely out of bounds before it could even reach the 40. So one of the craziest games we've witnessed all year. We'll see if it has any craziness left in it. Camelback looking for a miracle. Rocco Mortensen back into the shotgun. His most dangerous target is at the top of your screen. Keemon Knight. You'd have to imagine the ball is somehow going to go to him in this final attempt here. 19.6 seconds to go. The last breaths for Camelback High School. Mortensen takes his drop, feeling the pressure, fires, and completes out of bounds. Finds Aiken Logan, and just smart enough to gain 9 yards and move Mortensen closer into Hail Mary range.
Yeah, no, I like the play call there. I'm interested to see. I know there isn't much time left, and like I said, this wouldn't be helpful. It's a very hard kick for a kicker. But if they can get a little bit closer, I'd be interested to see if they give him a shot rather than just trying to air it out.
Could Ezekiel Delgado get a chance to play hero, or will we see Mortensen unload his arm to see how far he can get this football? Trips to the top of the screen. His most dangerous target at the bottom, Keemon Knight. Mortensen takes the snap, evades pocket pressure, fires over the middle, and it's incomplete. Had his man Carrington Arrington, and Kyron Arrington just unable to come up with the catch. A little bit low on the throw. Tough play to make.
An absolute heartbreaker right there. The question, if he would have caught that ball, would have been if he doesn't score, that clock's going to keep running without a timeout. That would have been a very interesting play if he did make the catch. But an unfortunate turn of events there. 9 seconds left to go.
Camelback would have gotten the benefit of the chains moving to stop the clock. They would have had to sprint up there and either have another play ready or just spike the football. So even if he did make that catch, it would have been difficult. Mortensen back in the pistol. It's Crump behind him. This might do it. Keemon Knight to the bottom of your screen. Mortensen evading pressure, fires it as far as he can, and it's intercepted / knocked away. It's tipped, but there is .2 left on the clock and a flag on the play. Oh boy, it ain't over yet, folks.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. Number 62, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Well, whether or not it's 000s or there is 0.2 of a second left on the clock, the game cannot end on a defensive penalty. So now you're getting close, but you're still asking Ezekiel Delgado for probably a 45-yard field goal. Extremely difficult to ask for. So the offense is back. It's the last play of the game, down a point. They're out of field goal range. And Mortensen will try and heave this one 27 yards to pay dirt. So here it comes, some extra protection for Mortensen. The dangerous target to the top of your screen. He's fleeing pressure, winds up a prayer, and it's intercepted. That's going to do it. North High School has won this football game in a stunning finish.
What a game, back and forth. The second half was probably the most interesting out of all of them. What a game on both sides of the ball. Well, the home team, the Mustangs, come out with a win.
Absolutely electric stuff. That final drive had us second guessing how this game would go all the way, all the penalties, all the turnovers, all of the issues, and it is done by head coach Mark Mejia. The quarterback, Tommy Cruz, and the game-winning catch belongs to Thomas Chisley. Kobe, your final thoughts.
It's been a great game. It's been fun to watch. A lot of really fun game on both sides of the ball. Just very, very, very surprised with the defense that we saw come out in that second half. A great game. And yeah.
So that'll do it. The final score of this one, the North High School Mustangs 27, the visiting Camelback High School Spartans 26. Please check out Varsity Live post-game show coming to you in about an hour. You'll hear from all of our talented analysts around Arizona with today's scores. This one was a thriller, no doubt about it. North High School moves to 3-4 on the season and moves up the standings in the 5A Metro. And the crowd and team is just gone wild. What an exciting finish if you're a fan of North High School. It has been a pleasure in the broadcast booth tonight. I'm Lucas Metzner alongside my color analyst, Kobe Van Nort, and for our entire crew, our technical director, Josh Jones, and all of our wonderful camera operators. I wish you all a good night.